Good morning, everybody.
Morning, guys.
Boy, look at this. Look what the cat drug in.
The Tree Amigo.
by my shirt scruff, bringing me in.
The
Come here,
Tree
Nova.
Amigos.
What's going on, my boys?
Tres
going on, bro?
Amigos.
It's good to be here. It's good to be here. It's good to
To
be
have
here
you
with
here,
with the chat, our good buddies. How's everybody doing today? How's everybody in the chat, man?
It's Saturday. We're doing great.
Hell yeah! I just
I'm
want to
looking up here
soak
at
this
the
Saturday in.
I know,
Exactly.
right? I'm looking at
I've
the
got
live views. It says we have no people watching, which is weird because I see people in the chat.
There's people in the chat. Today's
Yeah.
the day I have no work. So it's like,
Don't jinx yourself, man.
No. I'm not answering anything today.
Like my phone broke. I don't know.
Hey, I'm out of town.
Yeah. New phone. Who this?
That's right. Who this?
Who this?
Man. Heck yeah. Well, guys, let's see here. Getting into the notes real quick. Today, we're going to be unboxing a new combatant from Xesray Studios. Berenice, not to be confused with Bernice, which is what I thought her name was for months on end.
That's the housekeeper, Bernice.
I know,
That's
right? Bernice. And then we're also going to be doubling down, and I say doubling down, not tripling down, on the McFarlane Sportspicks because our special guest here, Greg, is going to be bouncing. He's like, if you guys are talking sports ball, I got other things to do.
Yeah, I mean, we talk action figures, boobies, or kung fu. I'm all here, but
I mean, technically, they are action figures, but they're sports.
yes, that's true. Specific.
I
to
like
a
that
specific
list,
theme.
man.
Yes.
That list, that sounds like every birthday party I've ever wanted in my life.
Right. Absolutely. Absolutely.
All right. There's the live numbers. Maybe it just takes a minute for them to come in.
I just got the thing that it was going live, so maybe it took a minute for it to. I'm not sure.
I'm going to be punching some buttons behind the scenes today because we got 2 weeks worth of news to get to. And because of that, I've reached my maximum of images that I can upload at one time. So I'm going to have to be uploading on the fly. Look at that. All right. Well, Greg, since you're here and our guest and you're so good at this, why don't you say hello to everybody in the chat today?
For sure. Brian Carr, our first amigo, says, "What's up, Mark, Greg, and Omar?"
Right.
We got Jersey Shore. Good morning, Double Jointed Universe. I like that.
Go JC Jane.
Brian Carr. We got Hayes in the House. Halo. We got Heinrich Hoffman. 1F, 2 N's. Let's go. We got Gentleman, William Houston. William Golden. Sorry. I saw William and William Golden. Man, I haven't seen you in a while. How you doing, buddy?
Yeah, it's a difference for William.
Yeah, different William. Jesse Marshall in the house. What's up, Jesse? I got that box ready for you. I'll get you the tracking today. Tango Toys. What's up, everyone? How you doing, Tango?
Tango, what's up, brother?
We got Sig in the house. What's up, suckers? How you doing? How you doing? Come on, keep up, Mark. Keep up, Mark.
I'm sorry.
We got Jen Lucky Sprinkles. Go ahead, Omar. Do the sprinkle. There it is. Good morning, Jen.
How are you?
Got JD Gibson in the house. Morning, guys.
JD.
Sig says I'm right behind you. Let's go. We'll head to the bar, Sig. Heinrich says he dropped the link on Cabal and Dorklair. Thank you, Heinrich. Appreciate that. We got Randall in the house, the Glow Man.
The Glow Man.
And we got Candy Man. Hey, we have a triple threat match today. Good morning. How's everyone doing today? Doing fantastic.
What's up, Jose?
Do some grilling and chilling today.
It's my buddy Jose.
What's up, Jose?
Let's see here. I'm trying to sign into something here on the back end.
There's my William right there. Got the Houston. Sir William. Good morning, friends. How you doing, William?
Sir William, what's up, brother?
My two favorite Williams.
Yeah. I mean, I don't think anybody's going to complain about getting a Houston shower, but a golden one, I don't know.
It might be a problem there.
I don't know. Maybe that's your cup of tea. I don't know.
D23's been dropping some stuff, man. Like
man,
overnight,
boy, I can't even get caught up this morning.
like, what is happening right now?
I'm gonna have to go and check out some of these cast members for X-Men. There's a few I'm not familiar with, like the cat that's playing Cyclops. I don't know him at all. The girl playing Storm, I'm not familiar with at all.
So they named the cast. They named all the cast.
They brought them out last night on stage. Yeah, they brought all of them out, starting with Sadie Sink from Spider-Man Brand New Day.
We know that was going to happen. Oh, spoiler.
Then, well, I didn't say who she was playing. I didn't say who she was playing. I just said they brought Sadie Sink out.
She's Beast, right? She's Beast.
No, I already saw that she's in it, so it was already spoiled for me. So it's all good now.
I mean, it was kind of funny to me, like the very first time that we saw that, in the behind the scenes, like paparazzi photos, she's on set. And everybody's like, she's either playing this particular character from X-Men or she's playing Mary Jane. Yeah. And I'm like, they're not swapping out Zendaya at the very end.
Yeah,
they're all youngish.
I can say this: the cast members include Jean Grey, Storm, Cyclops, Rogue, Professor X. And the villain, Indy Navarrete from Obsession.
Interesting.
And Superman and Lois fame, or whatever that recent Superman show was called. The one on the CW with the dude. Not the asshole that used to play Superman who thinks he's
not
Dean Cain. Not that show.
Yeah, not
Dean Cain. Dean Cain.
Yeah, not Dean Cain.
Not that one.
Taylor Hoechlin, whatever the new show
is.
The
5 o'clock shadow thing going.
Yeah. She played one of the boys' girlfriends on that show.
She's cute.
She's playing Rogue. And the villain is Mr. Sinister. So there you go.
Who's playing Mr. Sinister?
Do you want to know, or do you want to?
No,
it is no longer a meme. Seems like every week.
Is it who
it's Adam Driver.
Okay, Adam Driver, because everyone's been saying Adam Driver's like every freaking villain in the entire.
Yeah, right. Yeah,
it's confirmed he's playing Magneto.
Yeah,
it's confirmed he's playing Sebastian Shaw. It's confirmed he's playing Mr. Sinister.
He's an interesting choice for Mr. Sinister.
I just wonder how they're gonna make him look. Are they gonna give him like the black lipstick and the little?
Well, because Mr. Sinister is like a really good looking dude that looks sinister, and Adam Driver is not a good looking dude. So
my wife would argue with you.
My ex-wife would too, yeah. But
my wife thinks he looks like a sleazebag. So as far as I'm concerned, I'm
good. Yes, he is.
Remember the show Girls? Remember the show Girls?
Oh my God!
Yes.
Yeah,
that's when we saw him.
Sleazebag in that, yeah.
And we were like, and my wife was like, Rodan was like, God, he's so scuzzy looking. So
yeah. I honestly didn't think he was gonna.
Great actor though.
Ever come back to large franchise films? I mean, he pretty much said, "I'm not gonna ever do that again." So those trucks of money, must have been more than one truck.
He was one of the few bright spots in the last 3 Star Wars movies.
We're going to move on. I don't want him doing this.
Because the rest of the Star Wars sucked. I hated all 3 of the Star Wars movies.
I like Adam Driver. I thought he was...
no Wolverine was announced. So...
Well...
I said in one of my chats this morning, I said, well, either they're going to keep that a secret until the film comes out, or... they honestly haven't cast him yet and don't want to get it wrong. And so they just went ahead and put something out there. So I actually agree with this. Adam Driver in a flamboyant role is interesting. Yeah, because he typically is very understated. He's very subtle in his. So Paul Morales is here. Larry's Geeky World has shown up. Anyway, they dropped a lot. They dropped the first teaser for Star Wars Starfighter, which looks fun. They dropped the full trailer for Ahsoka Season 2, which looks incredible. They dropped a new trailer
Yeah, my brother sent me that the Ahsoka
That's
trailer.
gonna be a
So I'm
big,
excited for
big
that.
fan.
Dude. I love
it looks
I love the
incredible.
first one. Yeah, I love the first
It
one.
was really cool to see almost all of the Rebels crew in live action together in one.
Yeah.
You know, minus Kanan.
It'll be fun.
I would absolutely love to see a flashback with Kanan.
Oh yeah, that would be awesome.
And everybody kept saying Keanu Reeves, but I'm like, no, just let it be Freddie Prinze Jr. He did the voice.
He did
let
a great
him
voice.
Do it. Just let him do it.
He can do it. Yeah.
Yeah. It's a flashback. I mean, you ain't gotta millions of dollars can change anybody's mind. Yeah, I mean, hundreds of dollars would change mine, to be honest.
$5 will change mine right now.
Right. If they just ask, I'd show up.
And a turkey sandwich.
Hey man.
Yeah, but yeah, they dropped a lot of information. Lots of stuff is out there. So a new Doomsday trailer teaser, if you want to call it that.
Incredibles
nice.
3.
Oh yeah, lots of Disney's movies for sure. Yeah, lots of that. So getting into the news, if you guys want to catch Steve Mank and Articulated Empire, they're going to be August 23rd at the Indiana Toy and Comic Expo in Bloomington, Indiana. That's where they're going to be next. Upcoming shows. And the next toy show that I will be attending will be the Titans Toy Expo in Nashville, Tennessee. My good buddy Jason lives there, so I'm going to be, me and the Glow Man are going to be
the Glow Man.
Yeah, he's on tap to go with me until he backs out. I'm sure he'll back out. But I just wanted to show there's going to be 4 categories of contests. They're going to be giving away $7,500 in cash prizes. It's going to be action figure photography, custom action figure, diorama, and original sculpt. And then there's going to be a under 18 version of that. And I did want to kind of pop up real quick and show, here is the website for the Titans Toy Expo. And just wanted to go here to guest. I wanted to go down through some of the guests that are going to be attending this. If anybody has not seen, if you want to go check out the guys from My Damn Toys, they're going to be there. Snarky J, a professional cosplayer, will be there. Kyle Peterson,
my man.
I like that.
There you have it. Goodbye. Will be there. This is really cool. Because I've never met Kyle in person. This is going to be great. I can't wait to meet him. All of these people also will be judges on the panel for all of the contests that I just mentioned. Samantha Newark. I don't know who this is. Voice of Jim and Jim and the Holograms. There you go. Big Nerdy, Matt of Nerdzoic is going to be there. Night Mage, another professional cosplayer, is going to be there. Articulated Ninja is going to be there. Our good buddy Carlos is going to be there. Blake Wright of Toy Collector Magazine is going to be there.
Ryan will be there.
Yeah. Whoa, news.
Whoa. Is this AI? This has got to be AI. This can't be real. What?
I always love that hand over the.
Look at that.
What if it was somebody else's hand?
It's somebody else's hand, like saying, please, Hammer, don't hurt him.
Oh,
look at that.
Look at
Shark
that guy.
News is going to be there. I think that's AI.
I need a
I'm not sure I don't think that's real, but
My
yes,
man
I will be there
announced.
as a guest.
Officially
I will be there as a guest, helping to judge some of these competitions, which is really cool.
Awesome, man. Congrats.
Might be there for another reason. I don't know. We'll have to just wait and see. We'll see. There might be a reason that I'll be there. There might be a reason why I might be at Toy Unity in November. There may also be a reason why I'm there too. We'll see. Who? That's right. That's right. Who? I know, right? I had that done at Olin Mills. Nobody's going to get that reference. That for the old folks.
Olin Mills still around with the glamour shots?
No.
I didn't think so. I was like, I remember when we used to all
Deb shut them down
at high school. Olin Mills,
right?
Yeah, man.
Exactly. Yeah, there we go. That's fun. Yeah. That's been real fun. All right, some more news. Here's some fun stuff. Heinrich sent us this in the chat. I thought these were pretty cool. I wanted to post them. So you can find these at Hobby Lobby, made out of wood, $22 each. Perfect for Mythic Legion. So if you're looking for some quick and cheap, ready to go Dio pieces, this is not a bad choice. $22. I mean, that's pretty good. I'm sure these will fit inside of a D-top if that's where you keep your stuff. All you're going to need is a little bit of paint and weather that thing up, and it's going to look pretty nice. If I'm ever out that way, I try not to give Hobby Lobby too much money, but because they're not the best. But yeah, that looks pretty dope. But not to be outdone.
That's not bad at Hobby Lobby, $22.
Yeah, not to be outdone. These are popping up at Target. I don't really know this comes from Z Action Figures or Zaction Figures Instagram. Do you like cheap accessories? It says these are $3 at Target stores. These look like, just flat black plastic. It looks like we got some sort of like Gothic archway, church window, or possibly a fireplace, which looks really cool.
Let me put in my 2 cents here for this. Also, it's Halloween time, and a lot of Halloween items come out. So a lot of this stuff you can use for your figures as well. I bought a bunch of stuff last year at like any Halloween shop that you could buy for like $5, and you can use it as diorama pieces too. So just throwing that in there.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I'm not sure what these exactly would be for other than tiny little decorations, maybe to put little candles in or whatever. Yeah, I'm not sure. But I mean, you weather these things up, give them a coat of primer, and then start painting. Yeah, you've got yourself some nice pieces. I really like that fireplace that Thor's contemplating.
I was just about to mention that. Yeah, I like it.
And Thor just chilling next to it.
Yeah, right. He's kind of like.
Now, I'm assuming that these are probably going to be up front right as you walk in the door. I forgot what they call that little section there, but that little section is actually, with all the cheap stuff, that is actually a very well-known and time-honored tradition in
Jen put down where they're at exactly in the chat.
Oh, okay. Let me see. They're in the dollar spot up front. They're normally orange and purple. Oh, so maybe this guy painted them black. Okay, yeah. I need to check those out. Yeah, so that little dollar section is actually, it serves a huge psychological purpose. What that thing is there for is that when you first walk into Target, they're already prepping your brain to buy things. So when you come in, you may be like, I don't know if I'm going to spend money today. I don't know. I may not buy anything. But you walk in the door and you see something for $1.
Yeah.
Then you're like, hey, maybe I'll pick that up. And then now you're no longer deciding whether or not you want to spend money. You've already decided. You're no longer deciding, do I want to pick this bottle of lotion up for $12 and then go stand in line? Well, I've already got 3 other things in the cart, so I may as well. So
Ruth Ann does diamond art. So we went to Michael's and Hobby Lobby last week, and they had all the Halloween stuff right when you walk in out front. So we ended up walking out with diamond art stuff and Halloween stuff. So it's like, there you go. Smart.
Yeah, we studied these layouts in advertising when I was in college because I have a degree in advertising and marketing, and that's exactly what this is for. It's all psychological. They're messing with you the minute you walk in the door.
That's why they leave all the candy and everything else out by the cash register, and all the drinks on your way out.
Andy, I feel you, bro. I was telling some of our buddies in the chat this morning, dude, I woke up at 6:50 this morning with a crazy backache. I guess I just laid down wrong. It's like getting 50 years old is terrible. Andy, hey, buddy, while you're up, please resend me your picks for Wave 2 Sportspicks. I need those for the ending for our double down. So bag of 1/12 skeletons. Yeah, that's what I need. But anyway, I thought that was pretty cool. Let's see. Next up, going over some more news. This is kind of topical because I think many of us have pre-ordered this figure. This is the Cobra Commander, hooded Cobra Commander, the one that we've all been waiting for. Hasbro's G.I. Joe team put out a notice last week or beginning of this week saying that, hey, we are aware that the the shoulder armor, the bands, the chains that hang down. So a portion of those chains are supposed to be hanging underneath the arm. As you can see here in the gray digital mock-up, the chains are supposed to have gone under the arm, and only 2 are supposed to lay over the top. But roughly 6,000 of these have already gone out, shipped out, and have been starting to be delivered to people or are currently in transit. So if you have one of these guys pre-ordered, you may get a defective one. How do you go about getting a correct one? I have no idea. They did not go into that. They just roughly said, hey, this is what we're aware of it. We know it happened. We've stopped production. We fixed it. And now new ones are going out. So if this guy doesn't show up on time, this is why. Doesn't seem to be that big of a deal to me. I'm thinking you could probably just heat this guy's arm up, you know, pop it out, push it under, pop the arm back on, and Bob's your uncle. But who knows? It may be more complicated than that.
So I got 6 of these.
So your chances are pretty high.
My chances are pretty high.
Oh God. Well, we'll see if you get like one like shows up and then there's like huge delay.
I'm bringing some to Legion's Con. So I mean, if you guys get it, it's not my fault. Just say it.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
So.
They are aware. They are aware. You know, but hey, at least they publicly recognized it and said, we caught it, we're doing something about it. And you know,
yeah.
Here it is. Another company that coming out and doing something nice for us. I really dig this. Icon Collectibles, our good friend Eamon Donahue says we will be releasing an accessories pack, which will include the new bits that came with Dark Wolf and Tigra 2.0's See, We, Listen. Now, what he's talking about here is if anybody did not get the Icon Collectibles for Zeta Girls, Tigra, and Dark Wolf, they have released V2s of these characters, a new Tigra and a new Dark Wolf. They are almost identical, almost, not quite, but almost identical to the original Tigra and Dark Wolf, which I do have. Now, these do come with a few more bits and bobs, and if you're wondering what they come with, it's really not a lot. It's really not a lot of new bits and bobs. So with Tigra, the version 1 is above, the version 2 is below, and I grayed out everything that is exactly the same. So really all you're getting new with Tigra is a thigh sheath for the same knife that already came with her. You're getting 4 bangles and bracelets, 2 armbands, and then 2 bracelets, and then what looks to be her water skin pouch. So definitely not a lot. The price on these has also kind of gone up. I want to say when these originally came out, they were around that $65, $75 price point. I think these are $85. I'm not thinking I don't think they're 85 because they came with new stuff. I think they're 85 because prices have gone up, production, plastic, and all that good garbage. Dark Wolf, a little bit cooler. He does come with an unmasked head and a pelt that fits on top. So as you can see here, you can put the pelt on and it's not covering his face.
That looks cool. Yeah.
Does look really cool. But like they've said, we are going to be releasing a pack of just this stuff. What do you guys think that something like this should cost? What do you think they're going to charge for this little pack? And I'm assuming both pieces come in this pack. I don't think they're probably going to do a Tigra pack or a Dark Wolf. They'll probably just put it together, I'm assuming. So
you're talking about the extra pieces pack or just
that's what they said here. It says we'll be releasing an accessories pack which will include the new bits that came with Dark Wolf and Tigra. They may include new stuff that we haven't seen yet, but they're at least going to be including this.
I mean, if you're going to include the pack with both of them connect, together, because I'm sorry, but you can't sell this separately. I mean, you can sell this
I don't think so.
$20, $25, no one's going to buy it. But if you sell it all together for $25, okay, I can see that. That's a good deal because I mean that's pretty much what the Horsemen do with their extra packs too. $20, $25. So I could see that. But but maybe Mark, you're right. Maybe they'll put some extra parts in it because I'll tell you right now.
I hope so.
If it's just that for Tigra and you selling me that for $20, I'll pass.
Yeah, I don't think. Now, Uncarded Review says this new Tigra and Dark Wolf are worth getting for the upgraded features. Now,
I
do
pre-ordered
we
both,
know it?
so
Yeah, I agree with
the
Heinrich. 15 is probably more appropriate here, for sure.
well, that's wishful thinking. Yeah.
the legs have been upgraded. The legs and knees have been upgraded for Tigra. So not
Didn't you have issues with
Eamon-
yours?
Yeah, mine snapped like right
Yeah.
away.
No, that's what I
But
thought.
On this show.
yeah, so Eamon did say that they repaired that and fixed that issue.
Okay, yeah,
So-
because I was thinking at least the male knees have been upgraded. I did not know they'd upgraded the female knees yet. So that's
yeah,
cool.
somebody commented or asked Eamon directly, and he mentioned it in the comments that yeah, she is. So if people were afraid to, pick up Tigra initially for the version 1, version 2 is worth picking up for sure.
You got it, Brian.
It's a great
Awesome.
figure.
Love it.
Yeah, I have them both. I never had issues with either one of mine, but I am looking forward to getting these extra parts. That's always appreciated. Speaking of extra parts, I believe last week on the Action Force website, we got this. So we got the extras, which are these side characters or background characters that are going to be coming from the people who make Action Force toy line. They released some head packs, these torsos, and some leg packs and new bases, and it kind of like a whole bunch of stuff. So you can like mix and match what you want to make background characters. Feel about that how you will. What I wanted to talk about is I was really excited for the heads specifically and the arms that come with these torsos, because while I'm not going to be supporting the extras line because I don't particularly feel like it's an original idea, I think it's one that was stolen. But I'm kind of irritated because what I was hoping was that we would just be getting what we see here as the Alley torso pack. But no. The torsos are blind box. And you don't know if you're getting ones stamped with the 3POA logo. I don't know if you're getting one. You could get one stamped with the Rocketeer logo. You could get one stamped with the black logo. You could get one stamped with the Devil's Grin. The black nameplate, Garbage Pail Kids. I don't know why Garbage Pail Kids. Somebody in here that's a collector of Action Force, can you tell me what's the connection there?
Maybe Bobby's a big fan of the Garbage Pail Kids. That's my only guess.
Oh my God! And are you just able to just put any logo without getting pay? Do we?
I'm sure he got something to put that on there. I would hope.
Honestly, I don't really care if I get the Savage Crucible one. That would be pretty cool. Like, I like Savage Crucible figures. That would be kind of neat. But just the fact that you're paying for these and they're blind box, like, I got to tell you.
I mean, in my personal opinion, if I were to get something like that, for me the extras is a pass. But if I'm going to get extras, I would want just plain torsos. I don't want any logos on my stuff. So that would just be me. But
I think the blind boxes are fun because it kind of creates trading within the community. So
sure,
I
can see that.
Yeah, that's a good take to it.
Yeah,
I just have no room for a bunch of characters that just look like thugs or they look like, street dudes or whatever. I just that's what I like about the Big Bad Workshop extras, the NPCs. What I like about them is they're themed. You have a gangster, you have a cheerleader, you have an FBI agent. It's not just a dude in a sweatshirt and a t-shirt. So I just have no use for these. I mean, I can see where you're coming from, Mark, where you can, take off the arms and put them like on a soldier. So he's got bare arms or, or a t-shirt with camo pants and everything. And that's really cool. I like that idea too. And now that you had mentioned, I was like, oh yeah, that's not a bad idea for some of this, but to be fair, I mean, I don't have any room or any place for this. For me.
I just got to tell you, I mean, I'm not trying to start anything, and no, that's not a Four Horsemen logo. I don't think so. That if that's what you're talking about, no, that's the Devil's Grin. So like, there's a faction. I think is it Pandora? Is from that
Pandora. Yeah, Pandora
is from that
and
faction.
Mm-hmm.
And Jester. There you go. Let's see here. Jose says he said the people who own the Rocketeer IP owns the Garbage Pail Kids, and he asked because he thought it was fun. Yeah, okay, very cool.
Gotcha.
Very cool. Yeah, could you imagine you get one of these in, and you're not a fan of of a particular podcast, and you get the podcast logo on your shirt? Like, that would I don't know, man. It's crazy. That's money wasted. But I really just want the arms, so whatever. But I thought it was worth discussing.
Yeah.
So
again, for me, it would just be plain clothes for me. I wouldn't want any logos or anything on there. So I'd be good with just nothing.
Speaking of companies and popping swapping, I found this to be particularly awesome because I had just gone through this myself, but we found out so Mattel's WWE Elite Ultimate Edition figures will now feature a detachable lower torso. Is it technically feasible that we might see Ultimate figures bundled with two interchangeable lower bodies? For example, Brock Lesnar's figure that includes one lower body with his wrestling shorts and then one with jeans. I love this. Yeah. I'm so happy.
Yeah, same.
I'm so happy because if anybody has ever tried to take apart a Mattel wrestling figure at the waist, no. They designed that to where you could never do that. You cannot do that without breaking the upper torso. I just went through this when I wanted to make a custom for this very reason. I wanted to make a custom of LA Knight in his jeans. So when he comes out to talk down his opponents, and I found out the hard way that, you can't take those figures apart. And I think this is awesome. It also very specifically says this is the Ultimate Edition. So not the Elites, not your main events. So not the cheaper versions of these figures, but Ultimates only. I still think that's really cool. I just hope, there's different heights, there's different body sizes. You'll have to keep all that in mind. But I do like this, and I think it's really cool. More mainstream companies embracing popping and swapping. I love it. Very happy about that. Let's end on some. This is really cool. I wanted to share with you guys this. If you guys know we have a buddy pops up in the chat from time to time. His name is Rick Emmerich. You may know him from the Cabal. I've sold him a couple of my custom heads. He had caught an episode that we had talked about of Double Jointed where we showed the commercial for Micro Machines, and he sent me this little message. I hope he doesn't mind me sharing. He says, I'm catching up on Double Jointed. Not only did I have the Micro Machines playset, but I won it as part of a $1,000 Micro Machines competition for winning third place in the USA cool. Network's America's Fastest Talking Kid contest. Awesome. Is that not killer? Third place in the United States in their competition, and now I don't have a single Micro Machine left. And I just thought,
that's awesome,
dude. Celebrity in our chats. Mm-hmm. Celebrity. Last little bit of news here. I'm gonna leave you guys because I think this is actually kind of big, and that is Mezco toys will be at Legions Con.
Huge.
This is big news. What do you guys think about this?
Awesome. I'm not going to buy anything, but it's awesome, just because I'll tell you right now, if I go there, I'm going to tell you right now, I need you guys to shackle me before I go to Mezco. If you see me, I want you guys to tackle me to the floor and hold me down and be like, you stay down, brother, because you're not going to Mezco. I said, and here's the thing. I said I'd only collect Conan, and I already pre-ordered the Solomon Grundy. So I'm telling you right now, I don't want to go down that rabbit hole, but I know something's going to happen. I know I'm going to leave.
All right.
I know I'm going to leave.
We've got at least 12 or 13 guys in our chat at all times, guys. If you're at Legions Con at all times, somebody has to have an eye on Omar. If we're checking around, it's like anybody got an eye on Omar, and nobody has an eye on it. Get to the Mezco table.
Stat.
If not, just Jersey Juggernaut. Just go hold me down, bro. You're probably the only
one hand.
Probably hold me down.
Like the
You're
hand
probably
on
the only
Mark's
one to be
shoulder.
able to stop
It just
me.
holds you. That. I think it's awesome. I think this might be kind of a precursor to a collaboration between Horseman and Mezco. So that's
Greg,
a possibility.
Also, I think this is a precursor to how far Legion's Con is going to grow.
Mhm.
Because this, in a couple years after it leaves that
yeah.
hotel, it's going to have to be a bigger venue.
Yeah.
You know,
Right.
so
it's going to attract a lot of people, a lot more people.
Exactly. And having Mezco there, that's huge.
Because I mean,
that's going to just attract bigger companies too to come in at Legion's Con.
Yeah, I mean, the last time I saw them was at New York Comic Con. They had a booth there. But my only thing is that their quantities of their stock is not a big, you know, they might have, if you go on their website now, they probably have maybe 2 or 3 figures on those dolls. I forget the name of the dolls, but
I have a feeling maybe have a lot of pre-orders.
Dolls,
yeah, maybe they'll have a lot of pre-orders or stuff that maybe you can pre-order, or maybe they'll have
that could be
a Legion's Con exclusive. I mean, you never know.
That would be supreme, dude.
Yeah.
I mean, not for our wallets, because that's another $120.
Sure.
At minimum that we would be dropping.
I don't know if Mark has seen it, but Greg, if you ever get a chance at MegaCon, Mezco has one of the best looking displays. Like they have an entire corner that is just, you walk in there and you see everything that they've done.
And I do love
like San Diego Comic-Con type display. Yeah.
That they have past figures and future figures and current figures. So it's really cool to see their displays. I was at the first San Diego Comic-Con that had Mezco, and they had the first figure, the Dark Knight from the 112, and it was awesome to see that progression over. You know,
it was like my brother was trying to enable. Yeah, there you go. That's a custom Dark Nocturnal, isn't it? Like a mythic.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
I saw somebody make it on the Cabal, and then I ended up buying the pieces I needed, and I made this guy.
Yeah.
But yeah, I would love to see like an actual Infinite Legions Doc Nocturnal.
That'd be sweet.
Heck yeah.
My brother was sending me all this Doc Nocturnal stuff the other day, and I'm like, stop enabling me, man. Just calm down, relax. Stick with Edge Comics.
And they sell out. I mean, you can't be you have to be decisive on that. If it pre-orders, you got to jump on it. If not,
that's like the most popular one, isn't it? I mean, it seems like that one goes like this.
I've got 2.
Well, I think people who I was seeing Ray Paz's comment, they almost sell out instantly. Yeah. You have to know. I think it's like Wednesdays at 11 when they put stuff up, and that stuff is gone by like 11:02. Like if you're not right there, ready to go.
I'll be very niche with what I get from them. Like if Dick Tracy and Flat Top ever came out again, like I would jump on that in a heartbeat. Like, you know, Conan, there's different things that like every Conan they come out with now moving forward that's from the movie, it's mine.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah. At first I was like, well, I know that new vendors cannot get into the main hall because those people already have those tables, and they're like grandfathered in from like year to year, and they have to wait for somebody to like drop out or whatever before somebody else can move in. And so my first thought was, you know, are they going to be out in the hallway? But then I remembered there's a pretty big vendor that got themselves banned last year. So there's an open spot. You know, there's always a silver lining is what I'm trying to say.
Right.
Yeah. That's all I'm saying. Could it be a Mark tribute figure? I love this train of thought. This would be amazing. I'm down for it.
I'd buy one.
I kind of have a feeling what it is, but I'm gonna keep it to myself.
Okay. All right. There we go. All right. It's probably for the best. All right. That's all the news, guys. We're gonna move into Charlie's favorite segment.
After these messages, we'll be right back.
Greg, some of these will not come to as a surprise to you, buddy, because I think you sent me a couple of these.
That's okay.
And this just lets you know that I am listening. But here we go. Here's the first one.
The Shogun Warriors.
Somebody called Jeremy Gerard.
With rocket boosters. Great Mazinga with rocket launcher.
Look,
I had
Is
all
he
of these.
friend or foe?
I wish.
Decide.
I had them
Launch
all.
his claw.
I had
Imagine
Rodan.
his
That's it.
breath is a blast of
Rodan
fire.
was awesome.
The Lord Shogun Warriors and
Titan was so
Godzilla.
good.
They're ready to strike when you are. The Shogun Warriors, Great Mazinga, Guy King, and Godzilla, each sold separately.
Yeah,
Accessories
dude.
not for use with smaller Shogun Warriors from
Great
Mattel.
Mazinga. He was my
Yeah.
favorite. Mazinga.
Those are some nice. What a night that commercial had some good music in it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
heck
really.
yeah.
Let me see here. I'm adding something to my notes because I think I got Andy's picks here. All right, let's see. Next one.
Here come the Duke, Luke, and Bo.
Dukes the Hazard.
This is Daisy, and away they go. From the Dukes of Hazzard collection.
Help!
You can pretend she's stuck up in a tree. Luke and Bo gotta set her free.
We're coming.
Up goes Bo with a boost, and down comes Daisy from her roost.
All's well? That ends well.
From the Dukes of Hazzard collection, Luke, Bo, and Daisy.
Hell
each
yeah.
sold separately by Mego.
I don't remember Daisy's hair being that big.
Yeah, that Daisy's hair was never that big, but they were still the good old boys. Never meeting
Just a
no
good
harm.
old boy.
Probably
You,
didn't make the
actually-
car, though, for him.
Yeah, actually, Greg, the commercial you sent me was for the smaller 3 3/4 inch that had the car, but
Yeah.
I could not find a version of that commercial where the audio was not just completely jacked up
Yeah.
because it's so old. And it looks like for somebody to have gotten one of these old commercials on the radio, if they didn't have the original source files, which is rare, or it hasn't been 4K upscaled and the audio cleaned up through AI or some kind of algorithm, you had to have these commercials on a VHS. And so at best, they've been digitized from VHS tape. And it's just, you get all that crackly garbage in there. But yeah, man, a lot of fun. I think somebody else sent me that. If it wasn't you, somebody else sent me this one as well.
We're gonna find the KB toy store. We're gonna see KB. We're gonna find the KB toy store. Come take a look and see. Under a rock? No. On the moon? Ha-ha.
The place to find the KB Toy Store is at your local shopping mall. And when you get there, you'll find great toys, models, and games.
We're gonna find KB.
God, I miss
Man.
KB toys, man. I miss KB.
I know. I think this came
I used to
back
go to the mall
around.
shop for KB. Yeah.
I think this came back around because there was that KB storefront at San Diego Comic Con.
Yeah.
And I think this might, if somebody didn't send me this, it must have popped up in my algorithm.
Can I ask you guys something though? Did you guys, because I mean, we all kind of grew up in different areas. Did you guys have a KB Toys when you were young like that?
Yep.
Okay, I didn't. No, we didn't get those until I was already
So Greg, I had a
high school or older.
I got lucky because I had a Toys R Us,
Yeah,
a
that's we
Lionel
had
Play,
that.
a Lionel Playworld, and KB Toys, and then there was another toy store too in the mall, and I can't remember what it was
Okay.
called. But there were 4 toy stores
Oh,
that I
wow.
could go to in my area at the time, growing up.
Growing
And then,
up
of
in
course-
my city, I was going to say we had 2 malls. Each one of them had a KB toy store in it. So I had 2.
Yeah, same.
One of those malls, I want to say, one of the KB toy stores had mostly new stuff. And then the other one, I remember it was mostly new, but a lot of like clearance stuff, a lot of stuff
Yeah.
that was like they were getting rid of. So almost like an outlet.
Yeah.
Then we had a Toys R Us, and then we had something called a Toby's Toy Store, and it was this big red dog that was like Clifford the Big Red Dog. Their
Yeah.
mascot was a big red dog. So we had
Nice.
Toby's Toys, and so I had 4 as well that we could go to.
And then don't forget, you also had other stores like Best. Like they had a
Best,
huge toy department.
Jimco,
Yeah.
Zodi's,
Yep.
yeah.
And this was all before Walmart and Target.
Right.
This was Walmart and Target
Mhm.
didn't even exist at this time. You know.
Yeah, because I seen those little puppets, and I'm like, you know, I would have been insulted by that. I was too old for that when I went to KB.
Do over that shit.
It was a mall. It was were they always in malls, or did it have its
They
own?
were always
brick
in
and
malls.
mortar?
I never saw a freestanding KB toy.
Okay.
It was always
Yeah.
in a mall. Yeah.
Yeah, and then the other places that I went to for toys were Walmart and Roses.
Yeah.
Roses was
Now-
a big retail.
Now,
I've heard of
Florida Mall, their KB toy store was on the side, so they actually had an entrance from the outside and from the inside the mall, so you could go
that's
inside
cool.
or outside. Yeah, and
Six
now
at
that's
Kmart,
now
yeah,
that's an Apple
Kmart.
store. Yeah, now that's an Apple store.
Kmart
So-
was big when I was a kid too. They had all the Star
Kmart,
Wars
yeah,
stuff.
Kmart was another one.
Kmart.
Yeah.
Bro,
Kmart.
Kmart used to always be so dirty though. Like everything was
Yeah, it
scattered
was
everywhere.
filthy. Yeah, it was.
Yeah, I don't know what it
Always.
was
Yeah.
about
But
Kmart,
those sub
every time I-
sandwiches and that icy slaps.
For me, it was Woolworth. Like I would go
Oh,
to
yeah.
Woolworth and I get me a freaking sourdough burger or
There you go.
a patty melt and a freaking malt. Oh my god! dude.
Probably like $1.50 or $2.
Yeah, dude, that's all it was. Yeah.
Good old
Child
days.
World.
FAO
Yeah.
Schwartz was cool, but FAO Schwartz was always overpriced. It was always expensive, and it's still expensive. Like if you go to the FAO Schwartz in Las Vegas at Caesar's Palace, they have the Trojan horse. When you walk in there, they have this huge
Mhm.
Trojan horse there. But I'll tell you what, that is expensive, bro. You walk in there and everything's $5,
Oh,
$10,
yeah.
$15.
You been to the New York one?
No, never been in New York.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, actually,
It's
yeah,
crazy.
I did.
It's
I
crazy.
did. I did when I was 11.
I bought a Hot Wheel and was gone. I'm like, I'm out of here.
And that was probably
Matchbox.
cost you
A
20
Matchbox. Yeah, I bought a
Probably cost you $20
Matchbox.
back in 1985 or whatever, right?
Yeah, right. Exactly.
All righty. Well, let's get on to the next segment. Name that tune. Andy's favorite part of the show. I
Every time
am
you say
not
that-
saying
Every
that
time
I'm
you say
gonna
that,
stump.
Mark, every time you say name that tune, I always think about Bob. I can name that tune in one note.
Name that tune.
I'm not going to say that I'm going to stump Andy today, but I'm just going to say I don't know if he's going to get this one. This one's going to be hard. I feel like it's going to be hard. Yeah, Heinrich says, let's not forget the Sears catalog. Absolutely. That thing
And
is for
Jason
sure.
Penney's too.
Oh,
And Jason
yeah, and
Penney's as
JCPenney.
well, yeah.
I'm throwing out my guesses already.
All right, here we go.
FIFA, the cartoon series.
Rob, he's my man. If he can't do it, no one can.
All right. Now there's a couple of massive clues. And I left them in because I have no idea what this is. Jersey's very close.
Can I
Jersey's
say
Very close.
that if I was a kid watching that, I would already turn the channel. I'd been
Me
like,
too.
there's got to be a Godzilla movie on, Kung Fu,
Yeah.
something. I would have already tuned out.
That
No
or
lasers, no
that-
dragons.
that or the Misfits better hop out with Gem and the Holograms or
Right,
something. because I was
something.
like, come on, man.
You got to spice it up because I'm getting bored with that.
Yeah, yeah.
All right,
I
we
love
gotta
it.
find out
Andy's
what-
like, what the hell is that?
even Andy's
Andy's like-
stumped.
And he's like this.
Yeah.
He's doing
Nope.
that.
All right.
Pa can't right there. No.
Brian, did you have sisters? Because that was most
What?
definitely Maxie's world.
What? in the
Brian.
world?
Brian for the win
Calling
right
it
here.
Out.
Brian, I don't know, brother. Please tell me you had sisters.
Wow.
You go from
guys
Motu
just
to Maxie's World.
emasculated.
Yeah, you go from Motu to Maxie's
Brian,
World. Come
I
on,
love
brother.
you, man.
Talk to us.
Hey, Brian, you watch whatever cartoons you wanted to as a kid, man. I support you.
Brian
got
says
you.
I had a younger sister.
Oh,
So
okay, yeah.
So Maxie's World and the big
Never heard
clues
of that.
were the cheerleaders spelled out Surfside, which was the name of the city they lived in. And then in that very last, the girl dreaming of the guy, that's Maxie. And then in the photograph in her locker said Maxie's boyfriend or something like
okay.
that. Dreamboat, Maxie's Dreamboat. So 3 massive clues in that clip. But this was a show that came out in like 89, 88, 89. It had 32 episodes. They were all 10 to 15 minutes long. And it was basically to sell a line of competitor Barbie dolls. So
good job, Brian.
Clearly didn't go
Pulled
that
it out.
well because, yeah, that's crazy. And then somebody else said, I think it was MJ Staten, who happy birthday. I believe yesterday was his birthday. Said that my wife knew what that was. So it's very cool. Very cool. We have stumped Andy again. Andy had a sister too, by the way. Like, I don't know why she wasn't watching this. Let's see here. Let me get back to my notes. What's next? Oh, let's see here. Here we go. Gonna have to load these in as we go because, you know, I had too many. Not sure who sent me this, but it had a lot of stuff on it all over the place. So I'm loving it.
Oh man, I loved Inhumanoids, dude.
Me too, man.
Oh, I mean, this whole page.
It's all good.
Oh, this is all goodness right here, brother.
How many times has the Cobra Night Raven shown up in an ad just this year alone?
And for $22.99. Come on.
That's crazy.
I had the Terradrome. I got the Terradrome for Christmas.
Did you really?
That. Yeah.
I
and
never
then
had
my
it
brother,
as a kid.
but listen to this. That same Christmas that I got the Terradrome, my brother got the USS Flag.
Whoa.
So I spent 6 hours putting the USS Flag together.
Damn.
Yeah. Yeah. Because I always had the Cobra and he always had G.I. Joe. So we always had like a war.
That's cool.
You know? Yeah, it was fun. Good days.
Oh, yeah. I'm gonna go first then. I'm gonna say I want that big green guy, the Inhumanoids.
Yep.
I don't know his name, but would love him. I don't see the Inhumanoid figures though, so that's kind of a bummer. I always wanted the Conquest. I don't think my friend ever had him. Everyone has a friend or a neighbor that had everything, and I don't think my friend had the Conquest. So I always wanted that, and I always wanted a Havoc and a Tomahawk. I mean, that's it right there. I'm happy. How about you guys?
So for me, Inhumanoids, the Joes, I had the Conquest, I had the Night Raven, I had the Tomahawk, I had the Havoc, I had the Terradrome.
You were that kid then.
I was that kid.
I was coming to your house and be
yeah,
like,
you were
whoa.
Yeah. And then
can I stay for dinner?
Ultra Magnus I thought was the biggest wimp in Transformers, but so I'll probably pass on him. Galvatron was cool, but I still was Megatron.
I like Galvatron.
Yeah, Metroplex was a cool set.
I had Metroplex.
Sounds like the name of
my
mall.
brother had that. Yeah, I mean, I honestly, I'd probably get just about everything on this page.
It's all good stuff.
Yeah,
I'm taking a little bit of everything. I'll take an Inhumanoids. I'll take that Tendril, the green monster.
Oh, his name is
I
Tendril.
never had the Terradrome. That would be dope to have. I
Oh,
did
so-
have the Havoc. I love that thing, so I would take it again.
Mark, I still have the Terradrome. It's in my garage.
That's awesome.
Wow, that's
Yeah.
killer.
I still
dude.
have all my vintage stuff. I should bring it to
Metroplex
you.
I had as a kid, and so I think I would probably get the Decepticon City, that big dinosaur, whatever that thing was called.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, there's a lot of good stuff. I love this. This was my childhood. Transformers, G.I. Joe.
Yeah,
That's
Come
a good
on,
Christmas
man.
right there. That's a good Christmas.
That's goodness right there. Yeah, man.
Yeah, so kudos to whoever sent me that. It's usually Andy or Heinrich are the ones sending me those the most. I think I probably have like 30 in a bank on my computer. Just they're all organized, and I just
Nice.
week to week pull Triptychon. There you go, Brian.
I get-
Thank you.
Mark, I get picks from other banks from you, not the catalog ones.
Mm-mm. Yeah.
A different bank.
Hey, man. Hey. I'll just-
The Spank Bank.
In other news,
oh shit.
All right. Let me get on down here to where's my media for this? Here we go. All right. Remember this? Nothing ended summer faster Then
Yep.
seeing those school supplies at
Trapper
Kmart.
keeper, baby.
I used to hit. I know, man. I used to always be like, "Oh man, school's about to start." I would count the days when school was starting, and I'd just
Bum
get
me
more
out.
sad. Yeah, it would bum me out bad.
Because
Yeah.
I don't think I could go see toys. Like if we went to do like clothes shopping and school supplies, they wouldn't let me go look at the toys.
Yeah,
So I mean,
You didn't ever sneak off and be like, "Where's
No.
old Greg at?"
I
No,
just had
my
to get the
grandma,
lunchbox and the Crayola crayons and the Trapper Keepers and the what were the backpacks called?
Jansport.
Jansport, yeah, the Jansport backpacks, yeah, all that stuff.
But here's the thing, like, did you ever were you ever in like a Kmart or a Walmart or a Sears or whatever you were at, wherever the store was, that and you were in there for toys or whatever, and then you saw back to school stuff and you knew, oh shit, like summer, they did not prepare me. Like, when is this again? And you immediately like, when I go back to school, like,
yeah,
that happened to me a lot. They wouldn't prepare me.
yeah.
No.
Would not prepare me. Let's see. I'm still.
That's a downer.
Yeah, I picked that because it was back to school last week. Sent all the 6 sets.
The only years of
exactly
school that I looked forward to were
Still do.
junior and senior year of high school. Were the only ones that I ever looked forward to, and that was it.
I agree with you. Junior high.
Yeah.
PO'd. All right, guys. So sorry, I'm having to enter all of this as we go because I hit my limit with notes, with images. So we're going to start off with Greg, since you're our special guest today. I want to start off with your pre-order. You have this. Won't you walk us through this and tell us what this is?
That is Gandalf. He is from Diamond Select, isn't it? Or they're available Big Bad Toy Stores. I think they're like $70. I didn't realize these. Brett had spent the weekend with me a few weeks ago for KirbyCon, and he's like, they had a translucent Bilbo that was a San Diego Comic-Con exclusive, and I had no idea. So he showed me that one, and then he showed me Bilbo and Gollum, and then
You froze, Greg.
The Hobbit when I was a kid. I like the dude. He asks me something and then he leaves. Like, what? Go ahead and talk, Greg. You know, I'll be right back. I'm gonna go.
Let's talk about this old dude right here, this old wizard right here, Greg. Just tell us about it.
But my mom was a huge Hobbit fan, and she made me read the book, which I loved as a kid, and it was just magic. So to see these figures, even though they're kind of what they call statue figures,
statuesque.
Yeah, statuesque. They really are exactly. They look. If you guys have seen Bilbo, it looks exactly like the animation, and so these are just super cool. Mark, you said you also pre-ordered Gandalf.
Yeah, I still haven't received the first ones. I'm still waiting on Bilbo and Gollum. Or is it Frodo? Is it Frodo and Gollum, or is it Bilbo and Gollum?
I think it's Bilbo. Yeah, Bilbo with Sting, and he also comes with a cool pipe, which I think is a rad accessory. And I think just his arm moves. I'm not sure, but yeah, these are just cool. It's not our normal pre-orders, but I saw these and I'm like, I gotta have it. And they're bigger too. They're bigger. Brett has Gollum and the two Bilbos on his shelf already, and they look pretty good size. So
they're what, about 7 inch, 8
in that area, yeah. But this one is much bigger to scale with.
Of course.
I think this one is like 12 or 13 inches. I think.
Oh, okay.
I could be wrong. But
nice.
Yeah, I was gonna say. So these are. So what they have here is here is the next set that's coming out. It is Strider and Bilbo and Sam, or Frodo and Sam.
What's the company, Mark?
It's Dark Horse, and these are kind of like just vinyl. Like Aragorn's is 6 1/4 inches tall. Frodo and Sam are about 4 1/2 inches tall each, 4 1/4. And then here, let me change this, and then there's also a Goblin. There's a Bilbo and a Gollum. And Gollum kind of looks, you remember from the cartoon, he kind of looked like a frog, you know?
Yeah.
So they have them here. He is.
Yeah. Super cool. They're a little pricey, but they're awesome. They're must-haves, I think. If you love the book or the movie or movies.
Yeah, those are fun. Those are fun. All right, we're going to bring in Omar's pick. Omar has some Infinite Legions that he's excited for.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Can't wait for these. So I ended up getting 4 Oxanas and 1 Archon the Cruel. So
why 4? Like, what's the thought
I got
process?
3, so that makes no sense either for me either. But
so I'm going to customize 2 of them. And then 1 I'm going to keep in box, and then 1 I'm going to open to display as she is. I love the head without the crown. So I want to display her with the head without the crown and the head with the crown.
it's a great buck too. The body.
Yeah, and the buck. So I want to use that too and customize with the body. Archon, I only need 1. But I'm just excited because I didn't think these were going to come out till early next year, and for them to tell us that they're coming out by October really excited me because I'm really looking forward to these figures, especially Oksana.
They look great.
And so also this morning I did put in my purchase order already for the Skeleton Warriors. So I did that already this morning. I had some extra money and I said, you know what, let me just go ahead and pay for it all now. It was only $215 for the all in, and I was like, boom. So I knocked it all out. So
did you? Nice.
Yeah, I did. But yeah, might as well just get it out of the way. So, but this, really looking forward to this, man. And I just want to say a customer tried to call me and I ignored them. So like I said, Saturday is no like Saturday.
There you go.
Yeah.
Here's my prediction. Since these are going to be out by October, and it means they're going to be on the tables at Legions Con.
Oh, they will. Yeah.
I got a prediction. I think Joe Manganiello will be at Legions Con.
That's a big prediction. That could happen. You know what else could happen?
My wife will knock me to the ground. I'm just going to tell you.
Is she going to Legions Con?
Yeah, my wife's coming to Legions Con.
Oh, that's going to be awesome.
Yeah.
So,
nice.
All right. So, you know what? That's not a bad prediction. I also think, you know what could also happen? It's far, but you know what could happen? The table drop could be another one of his characters.
Ooh.
The secret table drop.
Man, I like the way you guys think right there.
Oh, the secret table drop could be one of his other characters.
Brian says that he lives in Pittsburgh now. So,
yeah.
Yeah, I would very much like to see that happen. I'm sure I've told this story before, but when I got to meet Joe when my wife was pregnant with our second son, and he was on True Blood, was super popular at the time, and I got him to sign a picture, and it was like, to Pamela, congrats on the new pup, because you remember he played a werewolf.
Did she tape it to the ceiling of your?
It hung in our bedroom for a long time. Now it's in a box somewhere. But yeah, that's I think she would probably knock me to the ground to get to him.
Out of the way. Move out of the way.
Move. But yeah, that would be really cool. I hope he is there to nerd out with everybody. That'd be great. And just
that would be awesome.
Yeah,
and
that'd be really cool.
a good time for that to show up and for him to be there at Legions Con. Yeah.
That'd be really cool. Okay, and then my pre-order was something that came out this past week, which I thought was pretty dope. And that is, if anybody is familiar with Takara Tomy and what they're doing right now with the series of Transformers that they call the Missing Link. The Missing Link Transformers, for those of you who don't know, are Transformers that are designed almost identical to their G1 1980s releases, but they just have more articulation. In the case of Ironhide, they actually give him a head this time, as opposed to just having some weird design on the chest that poked through the visor or the front windshield of the car. They started, of course, with Optimus Prime. It'd be great for them to do Megatron, but we all know the issues there. They're probably not. They've done a few of these Missing Link figures, and they finally got around to Soundwave, who is my favorite Transformer of all time. next to Ironhide. And yeah, this is just awesome. So there are actually two versions of this guy coming out. There is the toy colored version, which is what you're seeing here. And then there's the cartoon colored version. The differences between them, other than the colors being a little different, is that they come with different cassettes. The toy colored version, the cartoon colored version comes with a little jet, a cassette tape that looks like Laserbeak, but it also looks like a jet instead of a bird. And the foam on the earphones is like a gray color. This is the toy. I always prefer toy colors versus cartoon colors, because when I think back to the toys that I had, I think back to the toys that I had. Not all the time did the toys that we had from a show look like how they did on the show. A lot of times it was different. And so I don't know exactly what this cassette is. It's just some kind of like mobile unit. I don't know, but whatever it is, it looks fun. I love anything Soundwave related. He even makes the little tower that he could turn into like I think that was like his unofficial like Cybertronian mode. It was like some communications tower. That's what that weird thing is. But yeah, this is I can't remember. I want to say it's like $150 or something, or maybe $200. I love Soundwave, so this is a must for me. I do have a replica. I don't have the actual. I have the G1 Retro that Transformers put out, I don't know, maybe 10, 15 years ago. I have that one. I love Soundwave, so this was a definite. This is something I'm really looking forward to.
Very cool.
Brian says that cassette was in one episode. It's called Auto Scout. It was the one with the Scout tracker. Very cool. Why is the price for toy version so much more? Is it? Are the toy version is the price different? I guess I didn't notice that. Let's look and see. Let me look on Big Bad Toy Store and find out. That's interesting.
The one I want is the Starscream MDX version where he's King Starscream with a crown. I have that in my cart, and I've been debating getting that because that's just like a desk figure for me, just to put him on my desk, because I'm not going to get back into Transformers. I used to collect Transformers, and it's just too rich for my blood, brother. No, sir.
They're cool though. They're cool.
Whoever said that is correct. It's by a lot, actually. The animation color is 175, whereas the toy color is 209. I do not know. Because they each come with headphones and a cassette, and I don't know. I don't know why one would be so much more than the other. That's
I think because they know that the toy color one's going to be the more popular one, so they probably just jacked up the price on it.
Oh man! All right, way to go, Takara Tomy. Okay, let's see here. Remember this POs? Oh, we're into pickups. So let me run that real quick. All right, who wants to start off with their pickups?
You want to go, Greg?
Do you guys still go like one and then to the next person, or do you do them all?
Yeah, we kind of do like one at a time. Yeah,
okay,
sure.
I can do that. I got this guy the other day and opened him. It's the Invincible by Jada, the battle damage. Wow. And I've been playing with him as we're doing the show. Good figure, lots of fun.
I hope you got a really good deal on that.
I got it from the Jada.
Oh, okay. So you caught it on their in stock sale.
A 3-minute. I had some Lightning McQuick fingers and
wow, good for you, dude.
And nabbed it. So
our good buddy Jose in the chat got the Street Fighter heads pack, the defeated heads where each one of the heads is beat up. He was lucky enough to grab one of those.
Yeah, those went really fast too. Yeah, this is all I wanted. I love Invincible. So and then they postponed, I guess, the wave until January, which kind of bums me out, but this is a nice preview. It's a really good figure.
My
Very cool.
Comes with hands and
my wife is going out of town in a few weeks for like a week, so I'm gonna start watching that Invincibles while she's out of town.
it's really good. He does
I
come
just
with
started it last night, as a matter of fact, episode 1.
Conquest. Comes with
Nice.
the Conquest head, which is part of
Conquest is
Wave 1.
another character.
Yeah, he's in wave 1 of the of that wave coming out.
Nice.
But
Okay.
good figures. Jada's. I mean, everyone knows how good Jada is. And the
Yeah,
price
Jada's rocking it.
This figure was a little bit more because it was an exclusive to San Diego, but it really wasn't too bad. I don't remember how much it was, but
Yeah, I know he's crazy
market
expensive.
yeah, I was gonna say secondary market. I'm sure he's probably up to
Yeah.
$200, but
Yeah, man, for sure.
that was quick. There's no way I would pay that much for this figure.
No, not
It's
at
a
all.
$30 figure.
I may have to borrow that from you and do a review
Sure.
because I'd love to get a review of that guy up on
Yeah,
the channel.
I'll put it
but
in the bag.
I won't see him. Thank you, man. I'll take good care
course.
of it. I'll pay for the shipping both ways. I don't
Sure.
need you to be out
got it,
any
buddy.
money. Let's see. This week, I saw this pop up on like Toy Shiz as being available at Ross. And I had a friend of mine who just happened a couple hours later to be like, "Hey, I'm at Ross. Is anybody, here's what they have." And I was like, "Hey, do they happen to have that NECA like Old Man Ralph for like
Cool.
I think it was like $12.99?" And he was like, "Yeah, they actually do have him." I was like, "Grab that for me." And so yeah, I think this was like $13 or something like that, marked down from I don't know 36.
That's rad. I've never seen that before.
But yeah, it's like it's from the comics and it's
That's
Old
pretty
Man
awesome.
Raph, and I just wanted a fun new first of all, Raph's my favorite Ninja Turtle, and I just wanted
Same.
a fun new desk figure. So yeah, I mean he doesn't really come with anything to speak of other than his size and some hands, but yeah, man, just a fun little cheap. They had it, so I was like, grab me one.
$12, yeah.
Can't beat that. Omar.
So I got this guy up the other day and opened him up, and he's become one of my favorite Mythic Legion figures, but the Cursed Templar. So he's amazing figure, man. So I'm getting another version so I can make it into the rusty old knight. But yeah, this is a great figure, man. Looking to pick up a few more at Legion's Con. So yep.
Yeah. I think
Awesome
I'm gonna grab
stuff.
like 2. I think I'm budgeting
Yeah.
for 2 at Legion's.
It's a perfect figure.
I'm gonna grab like 20. But yeah.
I got this guy, which was not expecting it. A friend picked it up for me, and wow, it really surprised me how much I liked him in hand. And they did have a in stock sale, I guess, that sold out pretty quick. So, but I would recommend. I don't know. I don't think there's going to be any at Legion's Con, but there might be. But if you get a chance, this figure is super fun.
Yeah, for sure.
I recommend. He's a lot of fun.
Yeah, I've heard conflicting stories. I've heard some people, say, why would he not be at Legion's Con, and expecting him to be there. And then I believe I've heard some people in our chat, and I think I was talking with Terrence about it, and he said, yeah, I don't think they're going to be at Legion's Con.
I don't know.
I'm gonna give 2 guesses. Either number 1, they're gonna have a very small limited amount. Icon Heroes will have a small limited amount at Legion's Con, or it's gonna drop a small limited amount and an in-stock sale. It's gonna be one or the other.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Yeah, I did not want one of those guys at all. I was like,
I didn't either.
I was like, I'll get one at Legion's Con. I was like, I'm not going to try to fight the masses to like get one now at San Diego Comic Con or whatever. But I was like, I've got the snake body. I don't even really like snakes, so I was like, I can wait on that and get it later. But I've seen the pop and swaps that Bill did, Dorklear, with that without the gi on and just putting that body with mythic parts, and I'm like, damn, I wish I'd have got one.
Yeah, you got that FOMO going.
Yeah, it's a great
yeah. I saw that Terrence had like 3 or 4, so I reached out to him. I was like, are you selling these as part of Creative Realms? Because he's doing that now. He's like helping companies by being their street team, and he's like, no, the ones I posted are mine. And I was like, oh, okay, it's cool. It's no problem. Lizard, not snake. Hey, man, listen. It's a lizard, but you look at that head. That's a snake ass head. Come on.
I think
That's
so.
snakehead.
Brett is asking if Icons is going to be at Legion's Con. I think they said they will be.
I see. That's what makes me think. Like, why would you not have this if you're going to be there?
Well,
Like,
I mean,
why would you
that's
not
what
have this for sale?
I agree. What if you're going to be there? You got to have at least some to sell, right? So
Right.
that's what I'm thinking.
There you go.
There you go. All you got to do is go to El Tidy.
Or as I like to call him, El Titty. Anyway, so okay, who was? Oh, that is me. I'm next. You know what? I bought my first. You just said this, Omar. You said I haven't bought a Transformer in forever. Neither have I. I haven't bought a Transformer in a long time. But 3 new mini cons have hit in my area: Powerglide, Wind Charger, and 4. The white car. I can't remember his name. And then another truck, but not Huffer. Is it same mold though? I think it's Pipes maybe or something. But I picked up Powerglide.
Powerglide's cool.
I loved Powerglide as a kid. This little guy is awesome. He's got some really cool features. Number one, he does have a little chest that opens up, and it does have the little lights that make the heart. This is kind of cool. You can rotate his faceplate around to where it just has this little port on the face, and it comes with this mask. If you remember the episode where they were making a movie and the Transformers were playing aliens,
That's hilarious.
and so you can you put this little goofy little mask on him, which I thought was cute and fun. Of course, I mean, it's like one thing from like one episode. But the cool thing is he actually does have, like, if you connect his legs, you can see that he has the little space for the reveal the shield, but it's just paint. It doesn't work. But they painted it there. They didn't have to, but they did. And I love that. So even though it doesn't work, I don't really care. He looks great in airplane mode, but I mean, I just love this little guy. But here's the thing though, boy, this is Hasbro. Hasbro has decided all of our like collectors figures, they're all $27.99. G.I. Joe Classified Series, Star Wars Black Series, and now this is $27.99 at Walmart. Like, it's hard to spend $30 on this.
Yeah. I saw
it's $29 with tax.
I saw Wind Charger, and I love Wind Charger, and I wanted to get him, and I was like, I
did the same thing. Yeah.
I'm not spending $28 on that. It was the same thing with Xesray and a bunch of the other ones. I was like, no. Outback and all them, no.
We do have a good a good amount of rattlers in this town.
So we have pygmy rattlesnakes where I live. I actually killed one while I was doing the weeds outside by accident, and he like flew up in the air and everything. So I do have rattlesnakes in my backyard.
So this is a reference to so we have 2 universities in our town, Florida State University, and we have FAMU Rattlers. So
FAMU,
So that's it. That's another little pickup I got this week.
All right, so I was at Target, and this was actually yesterday, and looking through, and they didn't have much. And what I did find is I found this one figure, and I dabble in the line now. I've sold a lot of my figures already, but I do get the ones that meant a lot to me when I was a kid. And he was hiding behind all the Motus, but I got Airtight from G.I. Joe.
Heck yeah.
Nice.
So I loved Airtight. Found only one of him, so I picked him up. Look forward to opening him up later. But yeah, I picked
one
him
of my
up
favorites.
Yeah.
Did you see the Emil Wickman Mythic or Cosmic Custom?
That's what got me back. I was like, yeah, man, I gotta get that Airtight from G.I. Joe. So yeah. Oh yeah, no.
I love that figure as a kid.
Yeah, me too. Me too. Yeah. He was one of the guys that always survived the war.
Right. Yes.
Whenever I had the wars and everything, he was always.
For me, it was like him and Barbecue were like my.
For me, it was him and Dusty and Blowtorch and Scarlet.
And Blowtorch, yeah.
Yeah, Blowtorch and Scarlet. Yeah, Dusty was always my favorite though. I love Dusty.
Dusty was awesome. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what we were talking about. Is Emil just posted that tribute? Yeah, it's really dope.
Awesome.
I got the version 2 of Tigra.
Ooh, already?
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Yeah, they just came out this like past week or so. They started shipping to people who had pre-ordered them.
I hadn't. Eamon made a post saying that they're shipping out to people, so I like jumped on. Tip for people that are interested in these: buy them from Frazetta Girls. They're icons, and you get like 15% off every time. I think it's like save 15. So I think this was like 73, and I'm making payments on it. So
there you go.
Can't go wrong. And it's a great figure. I really enjoyed it. Chad is saying, open her up. I want to see her L titties. Really good figure. Yes, I will see.
There's not a chance in this world that Greg is going to open that figure and pose her leg on camera. He's like, it won't happen twice.
Super
He's
warmed
like,
up.
Nope.
Not this time.
Not this time, my friend.
Yeah,
Really,
he broke it
really
on camera. Oh.
Yeah, wasn't it like a best of or something like that? It was like our favorites of the year or something. And I'm like, oh yeah, she moves good, and just snap. And Curtis laughed about that for like
it was also really cold. I remember it was like winter, and so she'd been in your office and was like real brittle.
I guess she moves good, and even Trevor made like a meme for it and stuff.
I still have that picture somewhere. I could find it and post it.
I want to get like a little robo leg and put it on her, like have her like half cyborg or something.
Exactly.
Like Planet Terror. Put a machine gun on her. Like
now
we're talking.
There you go. Well, speaking of our good buddy Terrence, put that on there. So back whenever I had gotten my shipment of Meta Travelers Legendary figures, Terrence was really, really nice to let me borrow his Gatekeeper figure, which was the Kickstarter exclusive. The only way you could get this guy is if you pre-ordered the entire wave via Kickstarter. This was the exclusive figure, and that's the only time he would ever be made. He sent it to me, let me review it as part of my review, getting them all out and reviewed, which I never did. I only got about half of them reviewed before I fell off. And then I sent it back to him. And he said, if I ever decide to get out of this line and sell the entire wave off, do you want it? And I was like, yes, sir. And he's about 200 on eBay, which is odd to me because it doesn't really seem like the line really hit and connected with collectors. I'm sure it's got its fan base, but for the most part, I think it was kind of a miss once people got him in hand.
Why is that? Because I've seen that. I've seen a lot of people just because I was going to buy some and now I'm like, nah, I'm not going to get it.
Well, all right. I'll tell you why. First of all, I by no means am I bashing them as a company or a toy line. I think they, while they may have had a sluggish launch, I think they've got a pretty good IP on their hands, and I think it can be pretty special in the long run. But all of the images that they showed off of all of these figures and all the prototypes that were at toy shows, we saw them for about 3 years before they actually delivered. They all looked very, very premium. Okay. They looked like they were using the best quality plastics. They looked incredible. And they were expensive. And so you always equate expensive with quality. In your mind, you go, oh, that figure's $80. That must be a quality figure. It's not. So I think one of the things is it's kind of a multitude of things. Number one, they didn't use the highest quality plastics out there. They don't feel as good as, like, say, an Operation Monster Force. They feel more along the lines of Marvel Legends or G.I. Joe Classified. So they have a gummy feel to them. Right. One of the things is that you can just touch their armor. And I just want to show you how easy this is. Like, you could just touch their armor bits and like stuff as you're like moving. Well, everything is kind of separate. So as you're like moving stuff around, like the armor is just kind of like clipped on with two little posts. They're kind of hard to line up. They're finicky. That happens. The hands are not really sculpted in a way to where they hold the weapons very well. They're kind of like loose in the hand like this. There's just, the armor just falls off constantly. it's kind of a hassle. They're finicky. So as you're picking them up and playing with them, stuff is constantly falling off of them.
Because we met the creators at Toylanta when you and I went.
They're nice,
Yes.
nice dudes.
Nice
Mhm.
guys. And I almost bought some of the figures that were there, and then I was like, oh,
Mhm.
let me pass. I'll spend my money on something else. But yeah, I mean, I'm glad I did.
I have every figure. They sent me a bunch for review. I bought the rest. I bought all the heads packs, the armor packs, the weapons packs. And then when Terrence said, hey, I'll sell this to you at a very reasonable price, I was like, yeah, I'll take it. And so I just bought that from him and he sent it to me. So I have it. So now I have the whole complete line because I think he's selling them and getting out of it. So
now you're good.
Now you're good. Yeah. I still like them. I honestly think they have a really cool IP and a really good idea behind it. I won't go into it here because it's kind of lengthy, but they were designed story wise and figure wise to be popping and swapping, and that's the point of the figures. It's built into the narrative of the characters that they change and evolve with who they come in contact with. So I think in time, yes, I think they're going to be a really good toy line.
I think my opinion is that every dollar competes against Mythic Legions. So if you're gonna take my money, it better be better than this stuff.
And you're
because
not
I'm not unlimited.
Yeah,
I'm not unlimited. Like I can only afford so much. So like if you're coming out with something, and I usually will buy a few Kickstarter things to help out, like Brutal Realm and Savage Crucible. I helped, but I mean, it's got to be top tier for me to invest in new toy lines, and I'll usually buy one or two, and if it doesn't really chef's kiss me, I'm done. You know what I mean? So it's Mythic Legions. They're everything is competing against Mythic Legions for me, and I know that's not fair. But
it is fair
space
because
and money,
it's your collection. It's your collection, so it is fair, Greg.
Right.
It's the same thing with me.
You kind of have the shutters on of like I this is where my money's going.
I mean, it's like look at all the Kickstarters that are coming out and the Kickstarters that have already come out. I mean, you're not a bad person because you didn't support these Kickstarters. It's like, hey, finance wise, there's so much money that goes out to these companies, and you know what? Most of my money goes to the Horsemen. So it is what it is,
But it's tough too because this company is 1 or 2 years old and Horsemen are 10. So they're firing on all cylinders. And this company, they're kind of Well,
look at the Cursed Death that's going to be coming out here pretty soon. They had a Kickstarter a couple of years ago, right? And their figures look cool.
I like their stuff.
And it look like their figures are going to match pretty well.
That's the astronaut zombies.
No, it's the one that has like the pumpkin.
No, these are more like monsters.
Yeah,
they're like vampires and
yeah.
Have you guys seen those zombie ones? Those ones are rad. With
but aren't they like 1/18 scale?
No, I don't think so. I could be wrong.
No, they have a 1/12 and a 1/18 line with those astronauts. Yeah,
they look like monsters.
I love space horror. I love me some space horror. But what I was going to say was, I mean, sometimes you just can't afford to just get everything. You know what I mean? So it's like, we'll see what happens.
Yeah.
But all right, so my pickups. I've been on a so I gotta give a shout out to the Todd father. Todd's been releasing a lot of shit lately. And this was one figure that has been out for about a year, and I've been looking at him every time, and I just never pulled the trigger on him. And so then I went on Nerdzoic the other day to get another figure, and I saw him on sale for $15. And this is one of my favorite Supermen, but this is Superman the Authority. So really love this Superman. So I got him. And then I also got my man Spartan. So I picked him up as well. So so I'll be opening these up later on too. So
very cool, man. I'm a sucker for any kind of Dark Knight Returns. I haven't opened him yet. I did open the.
Dude, you're gonna love that figure. A couple of us got that figure this week. I know Heinrich got that figure this week too. I think
that's a good looking Batman.
Yeah, I think my wife accidentally paid for it. Accidentally, I don't know how, but I had wanted 2 of the Blue Bernice, and so I used her email to order another one, but they sent this and charged her for this instead, which is okay. So I've got one Bernice and this, so I'm like, that's okay, not mad.
Yeah, that's a dope figure. I got it a few months ago, and before the current in art Batman Arkham Origins Batman came out, that was my Batman figure of the year. He still will probably wind up on my
I
top
gotta
10.
open
He's
that in
good.
art Batman. Your review,
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, I have it. I just haven't opened it yet.
Yeah. You know, like going back to like
Oh, it's
we're
right
all
there.
fighting for the same money. Like something I wanted to throw in there is that, yeah, I mean, it doesn't have to be Mythic Legions. It could be like Andy was saying, like he mostly collects like Joy Toy. It could be G.I. Joe. It could be Transformers. It could be whatever your main line is that you collect. Everything is competing with the money that you're spending on your main line. So, I mean, you know, it's just that you're just, I mean, again, this is $30.
Yeah.
Like it's awesome. And I'm glad I got it. But I mean, I could have put that 30 towards a Mythic Legion, you know,
right? And that's your choice of what you want to collect and put your money towards. Look at like me when BBTS had that sale yesterday. I'm sorry, I'm a big Operation Monster Force guy. That's that's the second line that I collect the most of behind the Horseman. So I went all out. I was mad that the Warg was only limit of one because I wanted an army builder guy. So, but Mark and I did a trade. But I mean, you know, it was like you have to pick and choose what you want, and that's you're not wrong. Hey, if you're a Savage Crucible collector and that's all you get a Savage Crucible, and then you just dabble in everything else, more power to you. Same thing with Action Force. Same thing with Hasbro. Same thing with whatever.
Yeah,
it is your money. It is what your collection. It's what you want. For me,
it's also harder. It's also harder too when you're like, man, this is my main line. This is what I collect. And you're like, but I really want that. So you're sacrificing something out of like what you really love to take a chance on something else that may hit or may not. So it is. It is tough. Okay. You, me.
you.
Okay. Yeah.
Gotcha.
I'll just show all of these off at once. These have sort of all hit, like we're getting a couple of these waves, like no sooner than I had shipped this wave than the next wave was ready. And that is the one we're getting near the end of the Todd's DC run. So these are the superpowers. I love superpowers. It's my favorite toy line from when I was a kid. So we have old man Hal Jordan. We've got Eradicator done in that style. You've got Cyborg Superman. You've got Supergirl, classic Supergirl, and then you've got Power Girl. Now the problem here is I have another friend of mine here in town, Carlin, big Superpowers fan, and of course we pre-order these together. They ship together. They arrived on the same day, and he's like, "Hey, when you get your package, don't sit it in your room. Go ahead and open it up and make sure that Supergirl is in your box, because the only way you can get these right now is you have to order the whole wave from Entertainment Earth. I don't think they're doing individuals. You have to do the whole wave. And so it's like it's 5 figures, I think. Is it 5? Yeah, no, 6. It's 6 figures. And a lot of people online were getting theirs, and she was not in the package. They were getting 2 Power Girls or 2 Hal Jordans, and she was missing. And people were like pissed. They're like, how are you guys going to fix this? And so that turned out to be a big debacle. I got lucky. He got lucky. He got Supergirl. He's like, just double check and make sure, because people are missing Supergirl. So
that sucks.
Yeah.
All right. So, go ahead.
Oh no! I was just showing the next.
Go ahead, Omar. It's your turn. I'm sorry.
So, Greg, you already showed him off, but the Ringmaster, I'm going to open him up later and really enjoy the Ringmaster.
Yeah, it's a fun figure.
Saint Demian. I haven't opened him yet. I saw Mark's review on him. Real good review.
Top tier, dude.
Kiwi got in the pool.
So my daughter was telling me my big dog got in the pool.
So I got these two, and then I got a couple Red Jet soldiers that I'm gonna put the extra heads on them. So
Nice.
yeah,
It
really
comes with
excited
so
about-
much stuff.
Yeah, so real excited about these two figures here. I'll be opening them up
Lots
later.
of options.
Yes, sir.
I'll just do my last two real quick. I got Bernice and got this from my buddy Chris Ferrone, Pharaoh's Forge. This is my second one. They're a lot of fun to paint. He's going to have these at Legion's Cons. They do come with a remote that has different colors that lights up and stuff. So a lot of fun to paint, and just a cool accent thing for your shelf. This is pretty big.
That's
Here's
awesome,
a
dude.
comparison to the
Yeah,
size.
that's awesome.
So they're big pieces, and they do light up, and they're a lot of fun. I was like, I need two, so I got another one from Chris. Thank you, Chris, for these. I think he's going to charge, don't quote me, but between 30 and 40, I think, for these.
It's a good price.
But yeah, he's bringing some. Have you guys seen the stained glass stuff that he? Man, guy, every week he sends me like pictures of new stuff he's working on. I'm like, dude, insane. He's like cutting edge, doing some amazing work for Legion's Con. So definitely check out Pharaoh's Forge at Legion's Con. Chris Ferrone, good stuff.
Yes, sir.
Nice. Let's see here. Omar, how many do you have left?
Just a couple, like 3.
Okay. All right. Same here.
I'll just do them all at one time if you want me to. If you want to just do it.
No, it's fine. Let's see here. I don't know if I've shown this off before, but I did get in the Ultimate edition of Cody Rhodes, one of my favorite wrestlers, and this is SummerSlam Cleveland. This was his ring gear. And and this is the newest one. The ring gear is finally soft goods and not plastic capes. So that's really cool. And it's pretty cool. I really like his gear from this year's SummerSlam. I hope we get that soon. It's a mashup of this and his Guile outfit from the movie. So that's really cool.
You got a super chat, Mark.
Oh, look at that. Brian, you're the best, dude.
Thank you, Brian.
12 weeks until LC. Can't wait to see you.
Hugs, buddy.
Yes.
Mark,
And
take care,
Andy
bro.
won this figure from one of our wrestling
Cool.
Instagram pages we frequent.
So yesterday I hit the jackpot when I went to Walmart, and I apologize, Mark, for not grabbing you one, but I got Mick Foley, Cactus Jack. So man, I've been wanting. This is the last Cactus Jack Mick Foley figure you're going to see on the Mattel line for a while since he left and went to AEW. So super excited about that. And then shout out to Mark for picking me up, my favorite wrestler of all time, Jake the Snake Roberts. So he is my guy. So I appreciate it, man.
Heck yeah, man. Heck yeah. Greg, any more?
No, that's it for me.
Okay. All right. I'll wrap this up real quick. This was a guy, we're going to be talking later on today about the McFarlane Sportspicks and how I'm just like gaga over these figures. This was a figure that I saw 2 of in my local Target the week they came out. I passed on him. I was like, I can't buy that. I'm a Giants fan. I can't buy that. And then here I am 3 weeks later looking for him. Can't find him. Got him for regular retail price off of Entertainment Earth, and that is Otani. I did get this guy. I say regular retail price. They're $20 at Target. I think they had him for like 21 or 22. Like it wasn't that big of a deal. So I went ahead and picked him up.
He's the only one I have left for the Major League Baseball. Showy.
Oh, nice.
I passed on him too, so that was dumb.
Yeah, I have 2 more. I'm still looking for Pete Crow Armstrong and
Oh man, I just saw Pete Crow yesterday. I wish I would have known.
Judge. I need a judge for myself.
Okay.
But I wanted to show off kind of like what I'm doing with mine, because I kind of think these figures look a little better with just a little bit of dirt on them. So what I've been doing with mine is like, so my ball guys, my MLB, I've been dirtying up their pants and a little bit on their jersey, just kind of like dry brushing, a little bit of just orangey brown paint on their shoes.
And it makes sense too with Francisco Lindor because he steals a lot of bases. So
there you go.
Yeah.
And Here's Bryce Harper. Just a little bit of dirt on the shoes. Nothing major. Just brush it on. It's super easy and it looks really good. I was like, I'm about to ruin a $20 figure. Here we go. And I brushed it on and I was like, that actually looks pretty dope. I'm like, I'm glad I didn't screw that up.
Now, you dirtied up Bryce Harper more than he dirties himself on the field. Just letting you know.
Yes. And then I'm doing the same thing with our football guys. So here is
cool.
Saquon Barkley. Has a little grass stains.
That's very
little
cool.
Dirt. So I'm kind of doing this with all of mine. Now, here's the problem. When I go to sell these, somebody's going to be like, why'd you screw these up? And I won't be able to sell them. That's fine.
Right.
Also, I'm trying to give a little bit of detail where I can on the shoes. So like I've painted a little bit of detail on the shoes because the shoes are all just solid colors because they're $20. I mean, they're not, and then the ones that take the most work are the NBA players because a lot of times they'll either have a leg sleeve or an arm sleeve or a half arm sleeve or wraps around their wrist. And he didn't put any of that on there. And so that's a little different. So,
well, like with Larry Bird and Magic Johnson, you should have done the crop shorts, like beach shorts. Because, they used to always wear the little short shorts.
Yes.
The Nutters.
Yeah.
Little Stockton.
Yeah. All right. So I got one more. So I got the Mess Toys, CT Toys, Scarlet Spider, Ben Riley, Scarlet Spider. And I also have Webman coming in today. So I have Webman.
Nice.
Yep. And then I also got Gambit and Wolverine coming as well. So
very cool.
Yeah, so I really like the black suited neighbor. So so I ended up getting these as well. So
sweet. All right, Greg, do you have any more pickups?
Nope.
Are you good?
Still.
All right.
Thank you.
I did just the other day. I kept seeing real quick. I kept seeing the pictures of the Invincible Battle Beast from Super 7 that was going around at San Diego Comic-Con. And then this past week, a version of that Battle Beast figure went up on GameStop for $29.99, but he's covered in green blood and he comes with one sword and it's broken. And you don't even get both pieces. It's just the hilt. And it's a GameStop exclusive version of that figure. And I thought, well, the San Diego Comic-Con was like $65. It's up over 100. It's like 80, 90 to 100 and more on eBay, and didn't want to get that and didn't want the one covered in green blood. So I was like, that's kind of odd. And then I was like, man, should I have picked one of these up? I don't know. I don't know anything about the Invincible universe. I don't know who Battle Beast is, but this figure looks cool. And it is the first time that I think, I could be wrong, that Super 7 is trying double jointed elbows and knees. Maybe they've done some on their Ninja Turtles, but I haven't picked them up. And so, so I saw the figure. I saw that Super 7 actually had some San Diego Comic-Con versions, the box set, $65 in stock and shipping now. So I was like, hey, that's cool. That's regular price. That's what they were charging people out at San Diego Comic-Con. I know that Jada has shown their Battle Beast figure off at San Diego Comic-Con. I know he is coming, but I know we're not going to get that until well into 27 because the first wave is not even coming out until 27. So anyway, I picked up that Battle Beast. It's on its way to me, but I was like, I need to know who he is. So I got on Amazon and I picked up volume 1 of the Battle Beast comic. So now I at least know a little bit about this guy. It just came in yesterday. So I'm going to spend some time this weekend reading up on Battle Beast and why is this lion going around outer space fighting people. I don't know. We'll see.
Nice.
We'll find out. All right. So that is it for our pickups. Boy, it's an hour and 43. We haven't even got to our unboxings yet, but yeah, let's do it. Let's get to those unboxings. I think we, I was like, guys, we don't have to be synergetic today. If everybody wants to open up something different, that'll be cool. But it just so happens that all of us have picked her up. And so we're like, hey, why not? Let's just get into it. Now, guys, remind me if I am wrong on this, because I might be. Is this the figure that some of you guys were getting in a couple of weeks ago or maybe a month ago and we're talking about how bad her face looked without the helmet on?
That's Cassia.
That's why. Okay. I couldn't figure it out. I was like, this figure looks great.
Berenice is a beautiful figure. Yeah. Cassia is not.
Cassia. Oh, okay. She's the purple and black. Is that right?
Yeah.
Matter
Okay.
of fact, so I was sent a head for Cassia, a new head for Cassia just the other day.
Oh,
Because
wow.
the Cassia one that I had, she was cross-eyed and she had like sleepy eyes. So they gave me a new head for the Cassia.
Okay. So you guys will find in the back of this a little baggie. I believe these are the event exclusive weapons that did not come, or that does not come with the red and gold version of Berenice. So if you get the red and gold version, you will not get this sword and this spear that's in this little baggie. That's one of the differences, other than the color.
There you go, Mark.
Whoa.
That's the red
Very-
that's the red and gold one. Yep.
Wow, dude. I do like the red and gold.
The red and
I
gold is
do.
beautiful.
I do like that, but I really like this gunmetal and teal combo. Like,
Yeah.
I just think. Ray Paz, you've yet to get your hands on one of the Xesray Studios Combatants Battle for Glory figures. Is that what you're talking about?
Battle for glory, baby.
Yeah, this is my third. The first one I got was Gold Hilder. And I did a review, I think, around December of last year, and her arm broke off in my review. You wouldn't know it because I stopped the review and took about 3 or 4 days to fix it, and I fixed it well enough to finish the review. And I didn't mention it because it wasn't the fault of the figure. It was me not knowing what I was doing, and I broke it. And then it took 5K Toys roughly 5.5, almost 6 months to replace her arm. I just got the arm back in May. So that was the first one that I owned. No fault of theirs. It was all me. And then the second one was I got one of the male combatants. So this is the same body that is on the Hilder body. And she is gorgeous. Very reminiscent of, I think her name was Cassia, which was one of the main characters from Assassin's Creed Odyssey, if I remember correctly. I could be wrong about that, but very beautiful figure. And her hairpiece comes off because you can put the helmet on, much like Hilder, so the hair is removable. And I don't even think she looks bad with the hairpiece off.
No.
I think she looks better with the hairpiece off than Hilder does with her hairpiece off.
Yeah. The face is just a better sculpt. The eyes.
Very rubbery armor. This is not like Mythic Legions. So if you can see this, this is super squishy. Like all of this armor.
You don't have to heat her up or anything. She's very, very pliable.
But they connect the exact same way as Mythic Legions, little plugs on the back of the armor. And you can strip her down to literally nothing but her undergarments down here. The figure is nude, almost nude completely. It's the same buck that Hilder was based on. And each one of the little tassels are separate, which is really cool. Individual, very pliable. Yeah, they pose very well.
I love the legs. I think the legs are great.
Very rubbery mask, so helmet, so you can put that helmet on. You're not going to hurt anything. And I don't think I've ever seen this style of plume before, where it's split down the middle and it kind of like hangs over each side. But yeah, man, she is battle ready. I'm not sure this area is very well protected. If she were to go into combat, it might be more for looks. But she does come with 2 swords. They are different handles, different blade shapes, but very similar in style. And it comes with spear, a shield, 2 fists, 2 splayed out hands, 2 relaxed hands, and 2 bare feet. So if you wanted to strip her down to literally almost nothing, you could. I'm not sure what purpose that serves though. Man, nice sculpt and paint on this. Look at the shoulder pauldron right there. I mean, it looks really. Oh, she has the exact same armor, huh? So it's just gold. Which one do you prefer? You have them both in hand. Which color?
I think the blue. I'm usually a red colored figure person, but I think this blue is just a great choice on her. Looks good with the contrast of the skin color.
Ray Paz, you say I want to see when you guys get an InArt or LPZZ figure. I have several that I have and that I've done reviews of. For InArt, I have the first Dark Knight, the Christian Bale Dark Knight Batman. I have the Arkham Origins Batman. Oh wait, no, I'm sorry. That Batman and that Deathstroke are LPZZ. I have the LPZZ Batman Who Laughs. So yeah, I have a few of those. InArt might just be my favorite toy company right now. They are just, man, they're like 1/12 scale Hot Toys figures is what they are. Do you guys prefer her helmet on or helmet off?
Good question.
So, I think for me, I may put the helmet on for this one, and then take the helmet off for the red and gold one.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you have them both too?
Right, yeah, I have them both.
They look so good. I mean, either way, and the helmet fits on really well. Yeah, and it matches her eyes. Like there's no like the eye holes match the eyes like perfectly. Mm-hmm. Just good design.
So they made a Berenice back in 2022. And there was a black and gold armored version that was an LA Comic Con exclusive.
I have that one. Yeah.
Do you really?
I do.
Are the female bodies underneath different?
Yeah, they're a little more basic. This is Cassia. I don't have Bernice out. She's in the box, but the body, it's very similar in proportions, but it's just a little bit more basic in the sculpt. But basically the same type. Like you could tell the person that designed the new one. But,
got you.
It's very, very similar, and the construction and the engineering. You know how they've got the shin guard, and that's where the bend is.
Because I've seen people saying you can swap the armor from the 2022 releases and put them on the new figures.
That I don't know.
If anybody's a wrestling fan, she's got a Priscilla Kelly body. That one that Greg was just showing. So if you guys don't know who Priscilla Kelly is, look her up. She looks just like her from down there that Greg was holding up. That Cassia.
The armor is very similar.
Yeah.
Very similar design.
Yeah.
So
that girl's thick.
Yeah, she's a thick one.
Dude, man, could you imagine?
These things are like $200 a piece right now.
The old ones? That's crazy.
Old ones are crazy right now.
Man, I could see a custom Wonder Woman so easy.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah, for sure. Like you could army build Amazons with these figures, Yeah,
for sure.
You can put this helmet on the new. See if it fits.
Yeah, Xesray Studios makes some really good Gladiator, except for Cassia's face. But Cassia, the one thing I love about Cassia, she still has my favorite helmet out of all of them, and that's with the face, that metal face.
Oh, I like that. Cool. I like that.
I love
so this is the old helmet on the new body, and that looks pretty good with the blue.
Yeah, I will go over this when I do the review, and I'll probably do the review for Monday. So anybody watching, I'll go ahead and say this will be Monday's review. And I'll probably go over this in the review, but I did want to show, because this was something that I noticed with Hilder, and she has the same body as Hilder, is that there is no, how's the best way to show this? There is no waist articulation with her. Her waist is all one piece. But we're going to hope I don't get demonetized for this. But here. Okay. So here she is without her armor on. And you have an articulation point right under the breast. So that's how she articulates there. It's a ball joint. She gets lots of range of motion, but there is nothing at the waist, so there's no swivel.
You can strip her down butt naked.
Yeah, all the way. Yeah. The only thing the only thing. Yeah, even this Omar, even this is removable. Even the leather underwear garment is
Really?
removable. It's a separate piece. Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah. There is no waist articulation is what I'm trying to show. It's I'm not just trying to like
I'm
show
gonna
her
pose
off.
her
It's
naked on my shelf, and I want to see if my wife notices.
Right?
yeah, just find out. See if
She's
she
gonna be
does.
like,
Take.
"What is that on your shelf?"
Yeah, what, sir?
I'm just gonna
But
have her
yeah,
with a spear. That's
I don't think that matters that she doesn't have like I understand the idea behind wanting to keep the anatomy intact. This is something that the Frazetta girls do with their figures, you know, because of course anatomy being so important to Frazetta in his work that like I get it. And my thing is it's okay if you remove the articulation point as long as I don't miss it. Like as long as she can, you know, pivot and twist and turn and, you know, and I don't know that it's missing, like I'm okay that you remove it and don't use it. That's fine.
I've just never had a butt naked figure before. This is the first time that I've had a figure that I could actually make her naked. This is like it's a strange world for me.
I've never taken the armor off of these, so I'm interested to see it, but I'm always afraid of like, you know, when you take something apart, putting it back together, does it lose its you know, integrity?
Now,
I
here's
don't
the
know,
thing.
but-
You will have to remove the arms to get this top piece off. You just
They're
have to
pretty
be
easy to remove.
careful.
Yeah.
Because this is what broke on my Hilder because I didn't know how it was engineered. And now I'm extremely familiar with how these arms are engineered, but you do have to remove the arm to get the top thing if you want to pull this off. So you have to remove them both. Just got to be careful, and then it pops back in, and then it's not going to come off like. So, yeah, man, this is a solid figure. I cannot wait to like dive into this review for tomorrow or Monday. Yeah, she's great. I forgot what the male was called. Medicus, or it seems like that was
Medicus.
something like
Medicus was the gladiator. Yeah, Medicus.
Yeah, I have him. Yeah, I've done a review of him. Blake is here, boy. But hey, did you guys see that head that Blake is gonna have made for Legion's Con? Oh my god, that thing is incredible.
Awesome. Yeah, that's awesome.
I never touch my female characters without asking for consent. Yeah, you mean you got
Good
to.
man.
And
Good man.
You don't want to be canceled. So that's going to do it for our unboxings. That's going to lead us right into our double down, which we'll get into. But Greg, I think you wanted to step out. So Greg is going to leave us now that we're going to be talking about sports ball.
I had a great time.
Motorcycles.
Yes.
If it was motorcycles, I think he'd probably stick around.
Or kung fu or
Greg's like,
yeah.
When it comes to sports figures.
Yeah, I'm out. But you know, I mean, I can't contribute. I think they're cool figures. I was looking at them at Target the other day. Those are awesome figures.
Good figures.
And I think
really
sports figures definitely needs toy lines. They need toy lines for sure because
I will share. I did get a baller yesterday for the first time. I got a WWE baller. You see them at Target for like $10. They come in a ball. And,
I haven't seen those.
Yeah, so they come in a little ball, and they're all covered up. And then what you do is you open the ball up, and then you get a mystery figure. And I got John Cena. So I was like, yeah, there's a cool little desk. Little thing.
Yeah, it's empty. Yeah, he said that to us in our wrestling chat group, and was like, "Oh, great! So yours was empty. That's
because you can't see him." So yeah, that was cool. My wife was like, "Check these out." She was showing me because she saw them on TikTok. I was like, "You know what? I'm gonna grab one. I'll grab one. See."
There you go.
I got John Cena. So
I am like Andy. No. Andy says that he loves blind box. He's a sucker for. I am the opposite. I can't stand anything blind box.
I do
think
too.
Sig,
I like that.
Sig said that. I think I am just so anti blind box. I can't do it.
That's why Greg and I were so pumped when we did the blind box. When they were doing
that was so much fun.
That was so much fun. The in-stock sale, that was so much fun.
Did you move your Hagnon? I think I traded mine.
No, I still have my Hagnon, man. Yeah, I'm gonna pose him with Azza.
There you go. All right, fellas, I'll let you go on with the show. Thank you, everyone.
Thanks,
that was in the chat. Thank you guys. Thanks for Mark for letting me be on.
I'll talk to you later.
Yeah, we'll see you guys later. Have a good one. Thank you guys.
Take
Bye,
care,
everybody.
brother.
All right, let's get into it. So we are going to be talking about the McFarlane Toys Sportspicks, the new action figures that are out. And I'm going to bring up a couple of images here because we do have. I don't think I'm going to bring up hockey because I don't think anybody in our group put any hockey figures down, except for I think Andy was like, "Why do we not have a Legend of Wayne Gretzky?" So why don't we kick off things with your favorite, which is the MLB lineup. This is a graphic that I made just so I could keep track of everything with the 5 figures that are out everywhere, and then the Guerrero Jr. being a Target exclusive figure. So if you find these, all like I think you could buy this whole wave from Entertainment Earth right now. But it will not come with Guerrero Jr. from what I understand. I think that is only sold
he's
in
Target
Target stores.
Yeah.
So I have all of these except for Pete Crow Armstrong and Mike Judge, who I did find, but I sent him to you because you had bids on it. So I didn't keep it for myself and be like, no, man, I didn't find it. I found one and I sent it to you. So we got to thinking about what would be our wave 2. And why did MLB not have any legends? I think they probably didn't do legends, probably because of how you couldn't reuse any of these modern outfits on the legends figures. You would probably have to retool because their uniforms, their style of uniforms was completely different. So I'm thinking maybe that's why. One could argue that, you know, we shouldn't have had legends if that was the case with the football because their uniforms are so completely different. The pads are different. The helmets are different, but they did change out the helmets. We did get legends for NFL, but let's start with MLB and our guesses, our hopes, our wishes, our wants. Andy says he did hockey. Sorry, buddy. I do have your stuff. You send it to me. I do have it. So let me get in here. Yeah, let's see here. Yeah. Okay. So Omar, who are your picks for MLB Wave 2? Who would you like to see? I did not do any MLB or NH or NFL because I do not follow the Major League Baseball or football. So I follow wrestling and I follow basketball. So that's all I did.
So I did NFL Wave 2 plus Legends that I would like to see made. And then with baseball, I did Wave 2, Wave 3, and MLB Legends I would like to be seen.
Nice. So, well, let's start with MLB Wave 2 and throw us a couple of legends in there and let's see who you'd like to
So for Wave 2, my first on the list would be Julio Rodriguez, outfielder for Seattle. There's no reason why Julio does not have a figure. He's one of the top outfielders in the game. Great young outfielder. He's only 23 or 24 years old. So definitely him. I would go second with James Woods, outfielder for the Washington Nationals. He is just as good, if not better, than Pete Crow Armstrong, and he came in at the same time. So James Woods is a guy who could hit over 40 home runs this year. The guy's been amazing. So I would definitely go with James Woods. My third on the list would be Ronald Acuna, outfielder for the Atlanta Braves, another amazing athlete. He's been hurt a few times in the last couple seasons, but there has to be an Atlanta Braves figure, and Ronald Acuna or Matt Olson would be the 2 guys that I would pick for him. Nick Kurtz, first baseman from Oakland. I think Nick Kurtz is definitely someone who's a top young star. He did get hurt for the rest of this season, so he's going to miss the rest of the season. But Nick is also one. Fernando Tatis Jr. from the San Diego Padres. I think he's also one that needs to have a figure made. He's in a lot of commercials. He did a Dairy Queen commercial. So definitely, I would say Fernando Tatis Jr. And then the other is a guy who is going to be into the Hall of Fame at some point when he retires, and that's Jose Ramirez from Cleveland. Jose Ramirez, third baseman from Cleveland, amazing athlete, amazing player, and he definitely deserves to be a figure in Wave 2. I did not pick pitchers for Wave 2, but I did pick pitchers for Wave 3. So also I did a few of the MLB legends. I'll just throw a couple out there that I think should come out with Wave 2. Cal Ripken Jr., one of the best, the Iron Man of baseball. So Cal Ripken Jr. would be one. Roy Halladay, one of the greatest pitchers of all time, played for Toronto, played for the Phillies, tragically died in a plane crash a few years ago. Roy Halladay was one of the best. And another one I would say is Sammy Sosa, one of the greatest baseball players of all time for the Chicago Cubs. So I would say Sammy.
Yeah.
That
I will jump in here.
That would be my wave 2.
For my wave 2, like I said, I didn't pick any at all. All I want to see is I want to see some infielders, some outfielders, some pitchers.
Yep.
Like I want to see. We're going to need to see some offense. I mean, some defense out here. I want people with ball caps on, gloves, throwing. That you can get them into throwing positions and that sort of thing. I saw one of the comments just a minute ago. I think it was Ray Paz. Ray Paz says, hopefully this will lead to better figures from McFarlane. I do too. And I'm going to go out and go ahead and say, let me remove this real quick, is that if you haven't seen these figures, if you haven't seen them in stores, Ray Paz, so they're 6 inches, not McFarlane 7 inches. So that's a step in the right direction. And also, I mean, you can get them into like full on like batting positions. Like you can get them like with the bat, behind them. You can, I want to say like, I mean, I was able to, let's see here. They've got double joints. Now they still are rocking with the pins. I don't know why McFarlane won't get rid of these pins. But like you are able to get some really nice posing out of these figures. I mean, I just think you can, like, you're only getting single joint knees, but they go back that far. I don't know if they need to be double joint. Maybe they do. Maybe they don't. They got double jointed elbows, really nice, not butterfly joints, but they're cut in really, really tightly across the chest. We just need some alternate heads, some gloved characters, ball caps.
So
these are exciting little figures, and they're $20. I mean, that's the crazy thing, is that they're $19.99, so they're affordable.
Cheap. And what I did was, because you have them all in, they come as batters, I put them all in their natural batting stance. So I have Francisco Lindor in his batting stance. I have Vladimir Guerrero Jr. in his batting stance, like he does. I'm a huge baseball fan, so I kind of already know how they bat. I got Bryce Harper in his batting stance, and then I love Aaron Judge, for anyone who's a Yankee fan. But Aaron Judge has this like crazy batting stance where he just stands straight up and his bat is up, and when he swings, that ball just goes out of the park. So I have him in his batting stance as well. So I mean, I do that same thing with Pete Crow Armstrong. If you ever watch him bat, he like leans back a little bit and he bends the knee. And he bends the knee, and then the other leg is out so that he could get more power. And so I mean, they're cool, man. They're cool. They're cool. They're cool figures to pose.
Right, 100%. They should throw football in there for sure. He'd make a killing. You're absolutely right.
I'll be honest with you. I don't know how much soccer would sell here in the States.
Really?
I don't. That's like doing, I don't. I'll be honest with you. I don't know how much soccer would sell in the States, dude.
Jade, has anyone noticed that Target has deleted their collector section in electronics? So it seems to be that all of the Targets nationwide have been doing a reset of their toys and collectibles. So there are 3 Targets in my town. One is near a university and it's super tiny. It's like a Target market. So that one doesn't count. There's 2 full Targets in my town. Last weekend, I went down near Omar. I was in Tampa, and I think we stopped at like 3 or 4 Targets. So every Target that I have been into in Florida has already done the reset. But what they're doing is they're expanding the toy department. So the action figure aisle, where it used to be like 1.5, maybe 2, is now like 2.5, maybe 3 aisles. And then the electronics section, what they're doing is you're right, they've gotten rid of the back wall of NECA and Funko Pops and all that, and they've separated it out. So Funko has its own section near electronics. The electronics is getting like a new collector's section. The back wall is going to be has been set for baseball, football cards, basketball cards, card collecting, Pokemon, all that. And then NECA has its own shelf. They've got like Fugglers have their own shelf. There's like some little like Japanese import Sofubi style stuff that's getting its own shelf. So yeah, they're revamping it. If yours doesn't have one at all, it's getting ready to do the reset, I would imagine.
So the last 3 Targets that I went to in my area, if you go to the home goods section where the towels and all that stuff and the bathroom stuff is at, if you go right in the middle of the section, they have a collector section there with NECA, with all of the figures.
Wow.
Go there and you'll see them all there. All of them. I saw them all yesterday. I saw all the McFarlane. I saw everything else. All 3 Targets that I went to. I went to the first one and I found it. And so then I turned around, went to the second one, found it, went to the third one, found it. So go to the home section where the bathroom stuff and everything's at. And it's right in the middle, right there, dude. There was all of them. And it was just all these collector stuff. Strangest place to put it. And that's where I found them.
Okay. Very cool. Yeah. Nice to know. Yeah, Andy says, so he's up in Maryland. A lot of Targets I've seen here are redoing the section, adding a huge collector section. Okay, let me get back to, because I don't want to miss what John and Andy sent to us, because, you know, they were like really vocal about it. And I was like, please send me your wants. So John, okay, his picks for MLB are going to be, now he didn't give me their position or what team, and I don't know. So you'll know. He put down Juan Soto.
Yeah, New York Mets outfielder.
Okay, Bobby Witt Jr.
I have him. Shortstop, Kansas City Chiefs. Kansas City Royals.
Okay, Ellie De La Cruz.
I have him too. Second base, Cincinnati Reds.
Yeah, Mike Trout. Andy had Mike Trout as well.
Outfield, Angels.
Okay, Tariq Skubal.
Terry Skubal, one of the best pitchers in the league. He just got traded from Detroit to the LA Dodgers.
Okay, and then Paul Skeens.
Paul Skeens, pitcher, Pittsburgh. I have him on my list too.
Great, yeah. I mean, we've got some pitchers in here, so which is really good.
Yep.
So tell me this, because I do not follow, and I don't know the phenomenon that is Ohtani. I know that he's a pitcher. Is he a better pitcher than he is a hitter, or is he a better hitter?
He's a pitcher and a hitter. He's a better hitter than he is a pitcher, in my opinion.
That's why he has.
He's actually struggled as a pitcher this year a little bit because he's been hurt. So, but as a hitter, he's one of the best. The guy's 40-40. He hits 40 home runs and 40 stolen bases. That's what he did last year.
Okay, wow.
Crazy numbers.
So John has also picked Mickey Mantle and Hank Aaron for their legends. I think those are 2 solid choices.
That's funny. I had Hank Aaron on my list too.
Yeah. Andy had Nolan Ryan for a legend.
Great one.
Yeah.
Yep. Cool.
Yeah, those are great. So thank you guys for sending those in to us. Okay, so now let's get into something else that I know absolutely nothing about, and that's the NFL. Know very little about the NFL. So I'm going to bring up the image that I made for Wave 1.
I will say one more. The MLB legends. We need a Mark McGwire and a Barry Bonds. That's
100%. Like, you're going to get my vote there for sure. Being a Giants fan and an Oakland A's fan. So let's do NFL. Now, NFL, we did get 2 legends in this wave. If you're wondering why exactly the Eagles got 2 figures, well, Jalen Hurts is a Target exclusive. So you're back. So they did 7 figures in the wave, 6 that are at mainline, and then 1 Jalen Hurts quarterback for the Eagles is a Target exclusive. And then they did Troy Aikman and Jerry Rice as their legends. These figures
are Target exclusive.
Yeah, the legends are Target exclusives,
and they're the peg warmers.
And they are peg warming hard. So are the MLB. So here is what we got, and I'd love to hear your wants for a wave 2.
So a wave 2, I picked Devon A-Chain, running back, Miami Dolphins. I picked Jamar Chase, wide receiver for the Cincinnati Bengals. I picked Puka Nacua, wide receiver for the Los Angeles Rams. I picked Dak Prescott, quarterback for the Dallas Cowboys. I picked Lamar Jackson, quarterback for the Baltimore Ravens. I did also Jalen Daniels, quarterback for the Washington Commanders. I did Christian McCaffrey, running back for the San Francisco 49ers. And I did Jonathan Taylor, running back for the Indianapolis Colts. I did think about putting some defensive players in there, but I just went with offense. And then with legends, I put Dan Marino, Miami Dolphins. I put Michael Irvin, wide receiver, Dallas Cowboys. I also put Terrell Owens, wide receiver, San Francisco 49ers. And I put Walter Payton, running back, Chicago Bears.
So we're definitely getting some overlap. Now, Andy picked Matthew Stafford.
Yeah, that makes sense.
For the NFL. And then, so for John, he did Jamar
Now,
Gibbs.
question is this: Matthew Stafford, LA Rams, or Matthew Stafford, Detroit Lions? Because he did most of his stuff with the Lions, but he's been with the Super Bowl with the Rams. So that's an
a
interesting
good question.
one.
Andy's in the chat. He can answer that. John, for the NFL, picked Jamar Gibbs.
Yeah, Jamar Gibbs is a good one.
Myles Garrett.
Myles Garrett, yep.
You guys got a little overlap with Lamar Jackson.
Everyone needs a Lamar Jackson.
Yeah. Jamar Chase.
Yep. Jamar Chase. Yep.
Jackson, help me with this one. Jackson Smith.
Jigba.
Jackson
Smith and Jigba. Yeah. He's going to get a figure, but I don't think he's a priority to be in the next wave. I could see him in wave 3 or something, but yeah, he's good. Seattle Seahawks wide receiver.
Yep. Caleb Williams and Drake May. And then for his legends, John had John Elway and Barry Sanders.
Oh, those are good
which
ones.
I think are really good ones. And then of course, and then some overlap. Andy picked Walter Payton, which I think
for sure.
Yeah. We're going to see that as well. That's a solid. So let's get into, let me bring up something that I know a little bit about, and that is the NBA. I went ahead and did wave 2 and wave 3. I'll just keep it to wave 2 at the moment. But here again, we've got 5 figures with Giannis Antetokounmpo being the Target exclusive figure. And then of course, Larry Bird, and then Magic Johnson also being the Legends figures and being at Target as well, being Target exclusive. So go ahead. Oh yeah, Andy said Amon Ra, and then he's like Ram.
Yeah. Amon Ra,
Rams. Yeah. Let's see. Blake says NFL picks would be John Elway, Tom Brady, Walter Payton, Jerome Bettis, Mike Singletary, and then Barry Sanders.
Yeah, it's great ones, Blake. Great ones.
Yeah. Andy says I've tried picking up one of each team from different sports from wave 1. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, probably assume local teams disappear first. Yeah, for sure. White Fink says I'd love to see a Ken Griffey Jr. Heck yeah.
Oh yeah, that'd be a good one, dude. That'd be a good one. See Griffey.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, I think we would. That would be a great one. Great one. And then White Fang also says Barry Sanders. So
Barry Sanders, for sure.
All right. Let's see here. Let's go ahead. Do you want to get into your NBA?
So NBA, I really didn't do one. I don't.
Oh, you didn't do it. Okay. Yeah.
But
okay, I got you.
I will. When it comes to the current players, I don't know very many. When it comes to but I will say the legends. I would say definitely Dwayne Wade. I would say Shaq, Shaquille O'Neal. I would say as much as this guy annoys me, Charles Barkley. And I would say
he ruffled some feathers for sure.
Yeah, and then another one that what was his name from Detroit? White guy. I can't remember his name now for the life of me. He was a jerk, but I think he deserves a figure. And then John Stockton is another one.
Okay.
But current players, I mean, I don't know. I mean, it seems like all the current players I know already have a figure. So,
yeah. Okay. Well, for
Bill
me,
Bill Laimbeer, that's who it was. Bill Laimbeer.
Okay, Bill Laimbeer. There you go. It goes without saying, you guys are going to know that, right off the bat for me, you know, you guys know me. I'm going to go straight for. Sorry, my list is kind of messed up. I was fixing it. Okay, yeah. We're going to go Celtics, Jason Tatum. I don't know how Jason Tatum didn't make it into wave one. The only thing I can think about is that if these figures were being decided on who was going to get wave one 18 months ago, because that's about the standard length of time that major corporations take to get a figure from design process to on the shelf is about 18 months to 2 years. I can only imagine that during that 18-month period, Jason Tatum was out with an Achilles tear. They didn't even know if he was actually coming back or not. It could have been a career-ending injury, but he did come back stronger, quicker, faster than pretty much anybody else has from an Achilles tear. So maybe they thought maybe he's not coming back, so why waste a figure? And if not, I'm sure he'll be in wave two. So Jason Tatum with the Celtics, number one for me. That's going to be right off the bat. Then I don't know how in the world we don't get out here with a couple of Knicks players because, you know, they did win the NBA championship. So I would go with Jalen Brunson from the Knicks, hands down. I'm not quite sure why he's not in wave one, but Nikola Jokic, the Joker himself from Denver Nuggets, got to have him. I know why they went with LeBron James from the Lakers, who's also no longer with the Lakers. He's now been traded to Brian's Philadelphia 76ers, who are going to have a powerhouse this year. But Luka Doncic from the Lakers, I definitely think wave two, Luka needs to be on there. Cooper, they can actually have him like arguing with a ref, because I think that's probably what he does best. Cooper Flagg, I'm not sure how he didn't make it into wave one, but clearly the number one rookie in the NBA last year, Cooper Flagg from San Antonio Spurs, Anthony Edwards from the Timberwolves, and then I'm going to give the Knicks a second player, and I'm going to make this one a Target exclusive, much like they did with the Philadelphia Eagles, because they won the Super Bowl last year, and the Knicks won this year the NBA championship. So I'm going to give a Target exclusive Karl Anthony Towns. Knicks get two players, the Big Cat, who's also made his wrestling debut, which I thought was pretty awesome. And then for legends, I don't know how we don't have a Michael Jordan or a Kareem Abdul-Jabbar for our legends. I know Andy also picked Michael Jordan for our legends. Now John's pick, I really loved his pick too. Some overlap for sure. We have Jalen Brunson, Nikola Jokic, Jason Tatum, Anthony Edwards, Kevin Durant, Luka Doncic. I think I had all of them with the exception of Kevin Durant, who I did put in wave three, but he also had a couple of really good choices again for legends, Bill Russell and Wilt Chamberlain. So that's who I would like to see there. But man, this is a fun set of figures.
I know there was a question in the chat, like, where would Shaq go? I think Shaq goes wherever statistically he was the best at. That's where they make a figure out of him. So
yeah, I think so too.
So for me, I don't know. Argue with me, I don't know, but I would say the Miami Heat. I thought he had probably the best stats when he was with the Heat, but I don't know.
Yeah. Jordan, Iverson, Shaq. Yep. NBA did not have Michael Jordan. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I don't know if they're with the rights, the licensing, maybe it's stupid expensive to get Jordan. Who knows?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah. Let's see. A Wayne Gretzky, Bo Jackson, and Michael Jordan. Hey, Bo Jackson, what sport you putting him in?
You put him in both. Make him a Royal, make him a Raider.
If they give us Michael Jordan. But they give him they give us the MLB. They give us the MLB.
Michael Jordan. Do not give us White Sox Michael Jordan. No.
Yeah, I was gonna say, what about Orlando Magic? Yeah, that would
Orlando Magic Shaq would be a good one.
Yeah, exactly. Maybe no Jason Tatum because he was in that horrible starting lineup with
cool? To answer the guys, what would be cool? You do a 3-pack Shaq with the different teams that he was in.
Yeah. A Shaq 3-pack.
Yeah,
exactly.
That'd be cool.
Yeah, we know we're gonna get because here's the thing. I mean, we all know McFarlane loves doing repaints and sports figures. He can run those repaints into the ground. Home jerseys, away jerseys, city league jerseys, like throwback retro jerseys. We're gonna get so many. I think Oh wow! Blake says I met Carl Anthony Towns here in Beaverton, Oregon. He was just walking down the street. He stopped and we chatted. Super nice guy. Yeah, my God, that'd be great. He says we need the MJ 2-pack White Sox Bulls exclusive. I would take it. These very much, you guys have heard me say this before. These very much feel like the new starting lineup figures. They're just happy to be articulated, and I absolutely love them, and I'm here for them. Now, I did go all out, and I am trying to collect all of Wave 1. I can't say that I will do this moving forward. I might just stick with NBA, but I really do like these baseball players. They're really cool. They're a lot of fun.
I'm sticking with the MLB. That's my thing. And then after I finish the MLB, I'm gonna go after the NFL guys now. So the NFL and MLB, I won't get any basketball, but I will definitely get the MLB and the NFL.
And I don't know if I touched on this before. It's definitely in my review, but for football and basketball, the balls are magnetic and they fit in either hand. Both hands have little magnets in them, and so you can kind of get them in either hand. So if you are wondering, basketball is the exact same way. I do have a basketball player that I have customized, but he's currently drying. It's Shea Gilgeous-Alexander. I had to give him the full leg sleeve and the full arm sleeve, well, half arm sleeve, because that's how he doesn't play without them. So I had to do that. And I'll probably be doing the same thing with Tatum. But listen, guys, do these guys have thigh swivel? So I'll show you what they have. So basically, let me take them off the stand. So what they do is McFarlane now they're rotating on that cuff. So they're doing that thing where they rotate on the cuff, some a little bit better than others. So you've got that. And then here for baseball, I'll show you a little bit better. They rotate. Well, this guy's not really rotating very much at all. The legs rotate at the knee. So you're not getting a thigh cut, but it does have a little bit of that swivel on the legs. And then let me grab a basketball. I just happen to have here is Magic Johnson. Now, basketball is a little easier because they've got these shorts. So what they do is they have a thigh swivel built in underneath the shorts, which is really nice because it's nice and hidden. But they also have that rotation at the hip. So you get as much kind of, and then here is like, again, there's like the basketball is magnetic in both hands. So yeah, they're a lot of fun. It takes me back to a time when I collected and I traded starting lineup with my friends, and it makes me think of collecting and trading baseball cards. It's just, this is something that's just unexpectedly hit me in my nostalgic feels, even though I don't know modern NFL or MLB players. But I'm excited.
For me, I'm already going to make a shelf just for my MLB guys and my NFL guys. Like it's amazing.
No alternate hands, no alternate heads. Let me show you how they come. This is how they come. Very minimal packaging.
Yep.
Just a base and either a football, a basketball, or the bat. That's it. They're sub $20. They're $19.99. Now I have seen some Targets have them for $20.99, $21.99, depending on what the median price is in what state you're in. But the MSRP is $19.99, and if you find them online, they could be
what I love about that figure is the detail. Shohei Ohtani uses a black bat, and he comes with a black bat compared to some of the other bats that have like the wood finish to it and everything. So that's really good.
Do we know if NHL is planned? Actually, NHL was their very first line. It actually came out last year. So I did make a graphic for it. And if you guys want these graphics, you can find them on my Instagram page at Saturday Morning Toy Collector. So this wave actually started the whole line off last year in 2026 or 2025. Sorry. So they did start this off. This was their first wave lineup, and they have done a second Connor McDavid when he played for the Canadian Olympics team. So he has a second figure. That's the guy right above him. Is that not? No. Sorry, there's two Connors. That's the second guy right here from the Edmonton Oilers. So you've got Bedard from Chicago Blackhawks.
And
you've got McDavid.
Yeah.
Hudson, Crosby.
Sidney Crosby, yeah.
Yeah, Austin Matthews and I can't say this guy's last name.
Alexander Ovechkin. Alexander Ovechkin.
Ovechkin.
He was
Yeah,
my
so
he's my favorite hockey player. Yeah, Alexander Ovechkin's awesome.
Yeah, I had to make these graphics, Ray Paz, for myself. Like I wanted to know what was out and where they were because I was finding stuff all over the place. Like the first time that I saw the first time I saw LeBron James, like was only online, and so many people were saying he was an online exclusive only. But then I actually did find him in stores. And so I was just like, okay, what's actually an exclusive? What's not? So the legends. So basically the way that you can break this down is that none of these figures are sold at retail except for currently at Target. You're not going to find them at Walmart. You're not going to find them at GameStop. You're not going to find them at like your Spencer's or Hot Topic or anything like that. Retail stores, they're only all waves are only sold at Target, but they're not Target exclusives because like you can get them from some of them are in Spawn, like McFarlane's toy store. You can get all of them, I think individually and in cases, a full case from Entertainment Earth. So they're not true exclusives. The only figures that are truly exclusive are the three figures from Target. So Giannis for NBA,
and the legends.
Jalen Hurts. Well, you can actually order the legends from Entertainment Earth as well. So this is what makes it confusing. Like they have them where you can order them from there as well. So Jalen Hurts from the Eagles, and then this one, Guerrero Jr. Yeah, and I actually did find him. I have him. I have him down here. I've got like 6 or 7 of these I haven't even opened yet, but I was able to like find these guys, and they actually have the only at Target.
Only at Target. Yeah.
So yeah, I made these graphics really for me to keep track of everything, and then I started sharing them out. I think I put them on the McFarlane Sportspicks like Facebook page and said, hey, if anybody sees something that I got wrong. I also wanted to know who these players were, their full name, their number, and then their position, because with football and baseball, I don't know.
And just to tell Blake, for $20, you can't go wrong, brother. These are great figures, man, for $20, especially if you're a sports fan. If you're a sports fan, man, I highly recommend them. They're great.
Andy's made this joke once before. He goes, was your LeBron on the floor or was it on the peg? I love this. This makes me so happy. I should just, every time I go into Target, should take the LeBron James and just like throw it on the floor and take a picture of it. That's hilarious. That's too funny. Yeah. And I don't think they're on Amazon yet. But listen, McFarlane loves money. I don't see why these things aren't everywhere. I don't know why they're not in the McFarlane section at Walmart. I don't know why they're not going to GameStop. But please don't give him any ideas, because I'm sure Walmart's going to want an exclusive.
Look,
GameStop will want an exclusive.
Walmart carries all of his stuff. As far as I'm concerned, I think this was a test run to see how well they sell, and then he's going to put them everywhere else. That's what I think.
That's what I think. Yeah. But here's my thing. They're $20. Like,
can't go wrong, dude.
I love that we're getting like they're $19.99. It's a sub 20, technically a sub $20 figure, fits in your pocket, and you can trade with your friends. So just know, if you trade with me, you're getting some grungy figures, because mine have been through a game.
Anytime, Blake. Seriously, grab some, man. You're gonna love these figures, man. I know how much you like the sports cars and stuff like that, and you're into sports. Trust me, you're gonna love these, man. They're fantastic, dude.
And Blake,
I did do it's like an escape from like all the mythical stuff that we buy and everything else.
Yeah, it's a little different. Blake, also, I have a review up that I did a couple weeks ago, doing a review of one baseball, one basketball, and one football player. So have at it. It's on my channel there. I did them all in one review. I didn't like separate them out. So but yeah, definitely check them out, because you guys have got some great teams up in Seattle. So all right, guys, that's gonna do it. 2.5 hours. My God, we did it. We did the thing today. Man, yes, if Hasbro had done the starting lineup at that price, they'd sell like wildfire. $50 with an NFT that nobody asked for. Then they revised it and put it down to 40 and pulled that NFT out. It was a good idea. They came with multiple hands. They came with basketballs. They came with sports card. But yeah,
look, after what Hasbro pulled with the vintage collection just this past week, they're in hot water right now, man. So I don't know what they're doing, man, but we'll see.
They're
see what
literally just going crazy with pricing, and they don't care. And I think it's going to come back to bite them.
That CEO is an idiot. That's all I gotta say.
Yeah. All right, guys. Well, we're going to end it there. 2.5 hours. Thank you guys for tuning in and watching. We super appreciate you always. Omar, what do you got going on this week?
I've got New to Mythics tomorrow morning,
Okay.
9 o'clock. So I'll be
Nice.
on that. And then Legion Kings, 9:30 on Tuesday. And then us again next Saturday.
All right, guys. So thank you for hanging in there and staying with us this long time. Thank you, Brian, for the super chat. That was amazing, bro. Never needed, but always appreciated. Yeah, look for me. I'll have a review up of Berenice this week, and that Super 7 Battle Beast will go up as soon as I get him in. So he'll go up this week as well. All right, man. See you guys later, and we'll catch you in the Toy House.
Take care.